Pardon, what did you say?
I offered to help you. You refused to take our money. Then I said, I guess you're really up shit creek. Ow!
You know about secondary smoke? You can give people lung cancer who are innocent and trying to live healthy lives.
Why don't you just go back to sleep, leave me alone, do whatever you have to do.
Why don't you put the cigarette on?
Why don't you shut up and leave me alone?
Put the cigarette on, Jack. Put the cigarette on.
The pain in the ass this guy is.
I thought you were putting it out.
No, I'm not putting it out.
There's my grandpa.
Thank you. Thank you. Woo!
That is why I won't do 2 shows tonight anymore, babe. I won't do.
I'm a risk taker. I'm growing an entire crop of marijuana plants in my parents' backyard. I think that shows a little bit.
You're growing an entire crop of marijuana in your backyard?
Do you know where we can find some marijuana? We're looking for marijuana.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but 2 things right now. Jack and shit. And Jack left town.
Shackles are undone, the bullets quit the gun, the heat that's in the sun will keep us when there's none. The rule has been disproved, the stone it has been moved, the grave is now a groove, all debts are removed. Oh, can't you see what we love is on? Oh, can't you see what we love is on? Oh, can't you see what we love is on? What is true to me? Love makes strange enemies, makes love where love may please. Soul in its striptease, hate brought to its knees. The sky over our head, we can reach it from our bed. If you let me in your heart and out of my head. Oh, can't you see what love has done? Oh, can't you see what
Sorry, got a mouthful of food. Pick it up, Fezzy.
It's the Ron and Fez Show. 866-RON-0-FEZ. That's 866-766-0339. Welcome to the show this morning on a Thursday.
Still chewing.
Still chewing? So, thank you for being with us today.
Well, it's a pleasure. I had to come into work.
Black Girl on music.
Hello, everybody.
How did it feel, Fez?
Awful.
Yeah.
Just awful.
I thought it went smooth. All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. A cold closing there. I had no idea how quickly that song was going to end. I'm eating on a power bar. Earl, brand new U2, is that the song?
Yeah, new single's called Window in the Skies. It's part of their new singles collection, which will be out on November 18th.
And then we're going to do a Win It Before You Can Buy It? Is that what this is all about? We're setting that up?
Believe it or not, I'm actually working on that. We got good friends at their label who love the show, so we're definitely working on that.
All right, well, what's not to love? All right, it is the Ron and Fez Show. Let me go right to Jay right away. You all right, Fezzy? I fucked you up this morning, didn't I?
Not bad, I don't think. Okay.
I just had a mouthful of fucking power bar, and literally it was dry and I couldn't talk. But you're all right?
I'm good.
All right, Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, listen, man, I just want to call and tell you, I love the opening to your show every day. That's probably the best part of the fucking show.
That's actually what I'm thinking about is just having the opening go on for 3 hours.
All openings until we get to that close.
Hey, who puts all that together? Is that all Earl or is that you guys?
No, what it really is, and I never even brought it up, but it's like I believe it to be really friendly mice, overnight mice. And I don't know whether there's been fairy dust thrown out there or whatever. Maddie, you're on a Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, how are you, brother?
Good, buddy.
Fez, how you feeling? Good?
I'm feeling very good, thank you.
Okay, hey, look, I'm not doing too well. About 2 hours ago, Opie and Elo were on a phone call.
Right.
And Opie asked Elo if Ron and Fez are getting fired. And I'm ready. I'm going to go home sick if I don't. I hope that's a gig.
Well, everybody knows what I think about Elo. This shit has gone on for a long, long time. The whole big things for Ron and Fez, big things for Ron and Fez. And, you know, the fucking truth is, you hear that shit for so much, and who cares anymore? You know what I'm saying?
So I understand you, brother. So that is out there, so that is a possibility?
Yeah, everything in life is a possibility, my friends. Here, when you hear about a fine show like The Hideout on the beach, you see how stupid this business is.
Okay, it's time for me to grab a rifle and hit a bell tower. I'll see you later.
All right, peace. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a spy report.
Oh, good. Fezzy, we pick up a spy report here.
Spy report.
What do you got for me, brother?
Last night, looking mysteriously alluring was Parker Posey down on the Lower East Side.
You know, how did she look?
She looked great. I guess it was her birthday last night.
You know what? That is so weird. When we had the conversation, how old is Parker Posey? When I got home, I saw all these emails that said yesterday was her birthday.
Happy birthday to Parker.
Well, she's not listening. That's not the point of the story. The thing is this. How odd that we just happen to be talking about it, and boom, it pops up. Leroy, you're on the Ron and Fez Show.
Hey, buddy. 40160 checking in.
All right, my brother.
Hey, man, I just want to say to Earl that if we get the pick right for next week's tomorrow games, that I will have my college tuition paid for. So I'm rooting him on.
All right, well, stay close. We don't like to rush Earl. We don't like to push Mr. Perfect. But we are getting close. Tomorrow is Friday. And Earl will be making his picks. We're all a nervous wreck, but we will wait for Earl.
Get ready to make some money and have a perfect weekend.
Beautiful character you're running, Earl. Gorgeous character. Chad, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I just wanted to talk to Fez for a second. I talked to my dad last night, and I'm a truck driver, and I just found out that he's got to go in and possibly get a stent, and if it's too clogged, I guess he's got to have a bypass. I just wanted to find out what that's all about. I don't really know anything about that.
Let him know that he'll be drinking cold whiskey within a year. Why don't you just email Fez at Fez at AOL. Wait, what is it?
Fez 2000.
Fez 2000. I'll tell you how long he's had that email address at AOL.com.
Okay.
All right, and then Fez will answer all your questions personally.
All right, that's cool. Thank you
because
very
you
much.
really want to be in the position where you're taking advice from Fez.
You'll get my personal stent experience. Those of you that email Fez2000 at AOL.com.
You still plan on drinking whiskey tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, I want to start drinking again tomorrow. Yep, drinking show on Ron and Fez.
I'll make sure I'm not having a power bar before the show. Here is Grover. Grover, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, I just want to make sure, did Rap get home safely yesterday after the wonderful show?
I imagine he did. I didn't hear anything back from him, so I think he got home safe and sound. The last thing I talked to him after the show, and I haven't really gone into this, but with all this Eric Logan bullshit right now, I'm thinking about getting rid of our agent. For myself, you can keep Bob if you'd like to.
Right.
And I will be represented by Rap. Somebody that I know cares about me, and somebody who's ready to fucking take it to the limit, everybody to the limit.
That's going to be a different atmosphere in a business meeting if Rap's representing.
Right, you know why?
Why?
Because he's all been it. Because it's personal to him. It's not just business, it's personal.
It's like collecting a rent check from one of his slumlord places.
Only now he'll have to lower himself with the people that he deals with. Won't be the normal folk. Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys. How are you?
Good.
Hey, I just wanted to make sure if Fezzy starts drinking tomorrow, I think you need to keep him away from Mr. Perfect. I don't think it would be good for the two worlds to collide.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Mr. Perfect, I want you to make your pick before Fez is drunk.
Oh, we'll definitely have that pick before he starts hitting the sauce a little bit.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I am glad to hear it. Pat, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, 3201.
Hey, pal, what's happening?
I need a pick for tonight's game from Mr. Perfect, Rutgers, Louisville.
Let me tell you, Mr. Perfect makes one pick a week. We don't push him on other stuff. I am not going to kill the goose with the golden eggs. It is not going to happen. I'm going to take care of the goose, and I'm going to keep on getting golden eggs.
Have you ever heard the term respect the streak?
Thank you.
You respect the streak. When you're hot, you stay hot. You do everything that keeps you hot.
How was was your night ended up crazy last night, Earl, or did everything get worked out okay?
Everything worked out perfectly. No pun intended.
Good. Glad to hear it. Fred, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Yeah.
I want to thank Earl. He made me $500.
How's that?
The other day, when he said that the Democrats would take both houses of Congress, the guy I was driving with said, that fucking guy is crazy. I said, I'm taking his bet just because he says it. I'm a Republican. I said, just because he says it, I'm taking the fucking bet.
First of all, who wouldn't switch parties for $500 anyway? I'd go to the Communist Party for $500.
Well, I take Earl's side.
Yeah.
And last night, the news comes across that last seat went to the Senate for the Democrats and that both houses of Congress went, and I got a nice five crisp $100 bills last night.
Well, you deserve it, my friend. Way to go, Fred. Now, that is true. That was the long shot bet. I was watching that night when they go, the Democrats will have to run the last 3 or 4 to be able to pull this off. And I'm like, oh, Montana, Virginia. Sorry, Earl, you must have screwed that up again. No way. You were on top of it.
It's just another perfect pick.
Now, Fez took the Shore money. He went for that short deal where a lot of people were picking the house. Not Earl. Earl goes for the long shot.
Yeah, I had the Dems picking up the House and not the Senate.
Like every ham and egger out there. What you're doing, Fez, is you're hearing things on CNN, MSNBC, and then you come in here and repeat them. You expect to get a paycheck. Earl, on the other hand, deals with the magic. The Lord's magic.
Just put all your money on the perfect pick. I mean, look at Ronnie B. Look at all the money you've won over the last 6 weeks.
Thank you, my friend. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if Fez drinks a little too much tomorrow and gets alcohol poisoning or his skin explodes, can this be the Ron and Rapper show?
There is a lot of talk about that. There was a lot of people who really enjoyed Rap's basic run-in in here yesterday, and that was a pal of mine from a long time ago. Then I got a lot of emails that are going, how come you never bring up old stories unless you see somebody? I'm not one for that. I care very little about my past. I care very little about the future, and maybe a passing interest in the present. Generally, I like to talk about things outside myself. I don't know if maybe that's a hindrance when you do this type of show, but it never really interests me. Like, I'm sure if Ronnie D walked in here, we'd start and tell a bunch of the old Ron and Ron stories. But I never feel like I'm going to start telling those stories on my own.
Back in my old drinking days, I've been one to really bring up old stories, especially old wrestling stories, where I like to hold court and talk about, wrestlers that I've had experiences with. Things like Bobby Heenan stories or the Nasty Boys, something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
So what's your point here?
My point is, I will tend to reminisce a little bit more than you do.
Here is Jim. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I can't wait till this Mr. Perfect pick goes the other way.
It ain't going to happen, my friend. Oh, look, now he cuts some runs. Way to go. You make next week's promo. You saw how we hung those ham and eggers up to dry.
There's always going to be doubting Thomases out there.
Yeah.
Just want to keep making money? Just listen every week and make some money.
Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez. How's it going?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get a chance to call this week on Earl's pick last week. I wanted to say thanks, Earl. You helped me win $700, and I got my BMW fixed, and it's running perfectly.
Beautiful.
Again, Earl, thank you for everything.
Beautiful.
You're doing good work out there, Earl.
Have you come close to even thinking about anything, Earl? Is there any game that's caught your eye yet, or?
There's a handful of games that have definitely piqued my interest.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
But I haven't really formulated my pick yet.
Whenever you do, you hit the go button, brother, and I'll be right there with you.
Even if it's in the middle of the night?
Doesn't matter what time it is. Call me 6:15 in the morning. I'll be there. I'll hop up. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Me and three buddies, we got almost 10 grand pulled together for Earl's pick for Friday. Could you make sure that Fezzy and fucking Dave aren't in the studio tomorrow so they don't fuck it up?
Would you guys mind leaving the studio? Everybody's won money but you guys, and God knows I love you, Fezzy.
Thank you.
Setting up a beautiful drinking show for you tomorrow. But you cannot use your jinxings anywhere near Earl. I don't want you to comment on his bet. Obviously, you can't bet along with us. Just stay out of the room, and then we bring you back into the room, and all of a sudden, boom, everything's back to normal.
How long do I have to be quarantined from Earl tomorrow?
Just long enough for him to make his pick.
I don't know. It just seems like everyone's being a little too superstitious for me.
Well, that's because there's money on the line. And real money, not the fucking chicken feed you throw around with those goddamn CPAs in Florida that you bet with. Where somehow they make up something that goes on for a year in one pool. I don't even understand it. To me, it sounds like you're playing with dolls.
We got a spy report.
Thank God.
Spy report. Spy report.
CBS newsman Ed Bradley has died of leukemia.
What? I had no idea the man was even sick.
Just broke on CNN.
Did you know that he was not feeling well?
I didn't know he was sick. He was still doing reports. He was still doing stories.
When's the last time you saw him on TV? I know he's gotten thinner over the last year or so, but I had no idea that he was sick.
He did the story on the Duke rape case.
Right, yeah. He had interviewed those the suspects.
Wow. Ed Bradley's had one of the best gigs in the history of TV. He kind of works when he wants to work and lives where he wanted to live. I mean, you'd always hear, he was on stage with the Grateful Dead or Jimmy Buffett and hanging out in Aspen. He always, I think he was friends with Hunter Thompson. It just seemed like he was not a guy that work came first for. You know what I mean? Like he could go out and enjoy life a little bit.
He kind of made his passions the news stories. He did a story on the Neville Brothers, and next thing you know, he's on stage at Jazz Fest,
right?
Playing the cowbell with the Neville Brothers.
But maybe it was just the opposite. Is like he, whatever he happened to be, he was like, "Oh, this would be a good story," or maybe he went out to some of these places and just never came back. But he's had a hell of a gig. I had no idea he was ill. That's a sad story, man.
I didn't realize he had been on 60 Minutes so long. 26 years.
Oh, yeah. He was one of the original guys, right? Or just about. I remember he was the new guy, and they're all still there. So he still looks like the young guy on there. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Fez, I got some real reservations about the drinking show. I'm a diabetic, and I know you're a diabetic. I know you don't mention it much, but if I so much as have half a beer, I'm down for the count, man. So this is either going to be a really fast drinking show or you're going to be super, super ill.
I don't even understand the point of you doing a drinking show, Fez.
I beg of you, sir, do not do the drinking show for your health.
Well, I've been through this for a year, had a heart attack a year ago tomorrow, and I've done pretty much everything the doctors told me to. I've gotten checked out. My stent is fine. My diabetes is under control. I've been able to really regulate that, and I feel like I deserve a drink, and I would really like to have drinking back in my life again.
Me too, brother. I'd like to have drinking back in my life. Maybe I'll sit down and do some shots with you.
And I think it might be a nice way to just chill for a change. Instead of being so antsy about this week and leading up to tomorrow, it'll be just a nice celebration instead of me just focusing on the bad thing that happened that day.
Well, I do want you to think about, though, if it happens again. I want you to focus on that.
I don't want to think about it happening again.
Why not?
Because it was really, really scary the first time. I remember a year ago today how much pain I was in. I think it was a year ago today that I actually called the doctor and made the appointment because the pain was getting to be too much.
Was this the day that you and I went out for lunch with Al Dukes?
Yeah, it was our Al Dukes lunch.
Wow. And I remember later them going, hey, Fezzi was very quiet during that lunch. Well, maybe he's having a heart attack. Maybe that's what had him so damn quiet.
Yeah, I was just in agony during that lunch. And I remember we had to walk a block to get to the restaurant. And that...
Razzle Dazzle. It's Board Gossip with Eastside Dave.
A little gossip, Dave. A little chat. We said that you could do board gossip, but Fez is in the middle of a conversation.
It's board gossip time, Mr. B. Board gossip waits for no one.
Razzle Dazzle. It's Board Gossip with Eastside Dave.
A little gossip.
Board gossip time. Let's start off with FBA, where a certain member who is not Dr. Steve was heard saying, I'm worried about Fez. I think he may have a Xanax addiction. I won't divulge the member's name, but I do like this song.
Won't you be brother, big brother? It's a Big Brother update.
Jumping to ronfez.net, what board member...
I don't get to answer charges of a Xanax addiction?
Fez, we're jumping.
Let's go jumping over to ronfez.net. What board member apparently thinks that Stugatz is a tad pushy? I don't want to say I'm a little sheepish. Leaping to Whackbag now. Looks like Death Metal Mo has said c'est la vie to ronfez.net and embraced the world of Whackbag. That's not all. The gossip team tells me ronfez.net thinks Mo is two-faced. Oh, well, you know what they say. Mo Whackbag, Mo problems.
Who says that?
I will. I'm going to. I had no idea he jumped. Now where are we leaping?
Now it's time for the favorite segment of the show, Mr. B. It's called Who Could It Be? Yesterday, a couple of radio hosts hated a box of chocolates sent to them by whackbag.com. I wonder, who could it be?
If it's us, it's not true. We hate them.
Absolutely. That's not what the gossip team and my
Thank you, Whackbag. We enjoyed it.
Tony Bagels and everyone at Whackbag.
It's not what I heard. Hustling back now to FBA, where the gossip team overheard Kevin from Connecticut saying, quote, it's my opinion that when one buff girl flashes in Pal Talk, it's not even her body. Looks like from now on we should call one buff girl Girl Buff 1 because she's pulling the switcheroo.
What?
That one kind of lost me.
All right, hold on. Let me get this. One buff girl is flashing someone else's body on Pal Talk?
Absolutely. It's not really her. That's not one buff girl. It's someone else.
It's a body double?
That's correct.
Wow.
The gossip team says that, Mr. W. It's just rumor, it's just gossip, everyone. Now for a special segment called Gossip Enigma. We've recently learned that a certain radio duo's sticker was spotted by a fan in a Berlin bathroom. I'd tell you who the duo is, but not see so fast. That would ruin Gossip Enigma. As for the fan...
I told you Swissy emailed us that yesterday.
As for the fan who spotted the sticker, have I recently said how much I miss Swiss? And that's today's board gossip.
Stupid. This is really stupid.
And that's today's board gossip. Remember, we're always watching.
Razzle Dazzle. It's board gossip with Eastside Dave.
A little gossip, a little chat. Wow, very interesting, Dave.
Yes, well, that's the story. That's the buzz, so to speak.
So, Mo has left RonFez.net and finds himself completely in the arms of a whack bag.
He's gone to the loving embrace of whack bag, the sick embrace, if you will, totally putting RonFez.net behind him. Wow. Oh, well, Mo. Good riddance. We don't need you anyway, Mo.
I thought you weren't with them.
I'm not, Mr. B, but I can still root for them. Oh, anyone who aligns themselves with Whackbag is an enemy. And RonFez.net does not do that, Mr. B.
And that's not one buff girl's body, Fez.
Wow, I am shocked to hear that body doubles are being used.
Well, according to the gossip team...
Let me tell you, I've been watching a lot of Lost lately. Anything's possible.
Would you please do the voice all the time and stop the other dumb Dave voice that I hate? Just be this guy.
The other one's my real voice, though.
I want you to start doing gossip 3 or 4 times a show. Boston Strangler, you're on Ron and Fez.
Dick Holder, 909.
Face!
Hey, just want to say I got a little bit of a gossip report. I was at Guns N' Roses last night in Worcester, Mass. And Eastside Dave will be very, very happy with the show that he's going to see tomorrow night. In fact, I'm working on 2 hours of sleep right now.
What time did Axel finally show up, though?
11:45 p.m.
Yeah, that's a little late.
I don't like that.
You better... I don't like that at all.
I started with my regular voice. I went into the gossip thing.
Yeah.
A little confused at this point. When I don't hear the bed, Mr. B, that Earl Douglas is... I don't know. Oh, yes! Well, now I know how to talk. I know how to speak with people. I love it.
I don't even understand it. Don, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I just make a comment for Fez about drinking and being diabetic. I'm a diabetic. Clear Bacardi and diet soda will not affect your sugar.
All right, thank you for the advice, Don.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, but I mean, I care about you, Fez. Clear Bacardi, Diet Coke, it will not raise your sugar levels.
I don't know about the Bacardi, but I'm definitely using a diet soda as a mixer.
What about LSD 25 on a sugar cube? Would that bother you at all?
The sugar cube probably would be the worst part.
Oh, I'd love to watch you fucking fall 4-way. I'd love to see you on 4-way acid. I would never stop laughing and pointing.
You would never get me back.
And it might be better off for it. I don't know if I've gotten you back yet. Let's go now to Los Angeles, California.
Ooh, do we have a star on the phone?
Jay Moore, how are you, Jay?
Hi, everybody. All right. I think Fez should try LSD, but he should go with Purple Jesus.
What are you thinking about it? Fez tripping tomorrow?
No, there's no way. I wouldn't trip if I had a healthy heart.
Did I tell you me and Cox went to El Torito and we got dosed? Someone put acid in our food?
Is that right?
Yeah, I didn't tell you guys this?
No.
Oh, I got bored gossip. Did you hear that Opie and Anthony are blowing up?
Yeah, I have heard that, yeah.
Like they're blowing up.
Yeah.
Me and Cox were at El Torito in the San Fernando Valley, and we just sat there and we ate. It was like between like where the day Mexicans are leaving and the night Mexicans are coming in.
Right.
And then we we're sitting in the restaurant. We realize we've just been sitting there for like 45 minutes, and we've been done eating, and we're just kind of staring out in space. And she goes, I don't feel good. I go, yeah, I have to go take a shit. I'm kind of out of it. I was in the bathroom for 45 minutes, and I was just sitting there shitting and taking my pulse. And then she knocks on the door and goes, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, everything's great. And she goes, I don't feel good. I'm kind of freaking out. And I go, all right. So we go to 7-Eleven to buy like sodas and stuff for the house. And I take a Sunkist off of the aisle, the big 2-liter bottle, and I go, whoa, look how orange this is. And she starts crying. She goes, I don't like it. And I go, I want to swim in it. She goes, no, I really don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And we both froze and looked at each other and said, we need to get the fuck home and under the blankets and just close the drapes.
So, and had you tripped before? Did you know for a fact it was acid?
Oh, yeah, I was frying my eyes out, man.
Yeah.
And all I could think of was, okay, if I get home, I got to get on Madden. I got to play Madden because I know everyone's number. I know all the plays. I know how much time there is. And I'll be in my own little place. Everyone's going to be the same. Curtis Martin's going to be number 28. Laveranues Cole's going to be, 87, I guess. Right. I know all the plays. I can make substitutions. And so I'm playing Madden. I'm on, like, my third game, and then she's in the other room going, are you kind of still freaking out? And I'm like, no. Everything's great. Quebec just ran a little short route. Just like he should.
You do? It is a very smart thing to get back to a comfort place, though. It's very, very smart. But who do you think did this to you? It was like some busboy, like, oh, I'll make the celebrities trip?
I don't know. It's a weird El Torito. It's all transvestites at the waiters.
Right. I see.
It's all guys named like Alex and Terry, and they're like, I don't know. Maybe it's because we complained because it was taking too long.
Right. So, oh, yeah, well, maybe you'll enjoy this.
I was like, well,
another 20 hours of acid.
Never complain in a restaurant, people.
Fez, Tappy, that's the most passive thing in the world. You know you're the first guy to go in the kitchen and say, this is the way I have to suck to get my cheesecake.
And then the other thing, if you do happen to get dosed, don't fucking fight it. It's like being caught in a riptide.
Ride the snake. Don't
ride it. That's right. You fucking ride it out.
Aren't you?
Just keep going. I highly recommend Almond Brothers. Either eat a peach. You're going to have something that's going to give you some substance.
Yeah, I always do the orange juice very quickly. Then the whole thing.
I like get your yayas out.
Not a bad idea at all. It's
then you get live at the garden, and people in the audience are way more fucked up than you. Like the lady going, "Paint black, you devil!" And you're tripping.
At the same time, don't go throwing on dark side. I know that seems to be the thing. Prep yourself for that.
Idea.
You need something with a little more substance that's going to keep you grounded.
Sort of an underrated song is, and then you're going to laugh, but on acid, Band on the Run.
Yeah, I am going to fucking laugh.
Wait a second. Because it goes into so many different changes. So you're listening to a 5-minute song, but it feels like it's 30 fucking songs.
I can't believe I'm saying this. Yeah. I completely agree with you, Dave. I would say all of Wings is a good idea on acid.
Oh, God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Acid or fucking Tic Tacs? Come on, boys. Come on.
We're not fucking drug animals like you and Mr. Rap yesterday. Some of us are occasional drug users, and we get by with a little I got nothing.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking do a hit acid, play Madden, and listen to Wings. You might as well.
No. I didn't say I was gonna listen to Wings. I'm just saying I understand where he's coming from with the chord changes. It's McCartney. McCartney's good for you.
I just don't feel like it's a place that you need to fucking be when you're tripping.
Any song that has a bunch of changes is good, though. That's what's fun. Like any Floyd song off of Animals.
Go ahead, Jay.
You're an idiot. No, fucking Animals too depressing. You're an idiot. Pigs on a Wing, you'll kill yourself.
I know. You do not need... I mean, yes, if you're going to fucking prep yourself like, oh, I'm tripping tonight, and I'm going through the Floyd catalog, fine. Go ahead and do it. You're ready. But if you don't know, and suddenly you're fucking tripping... You need some substance. You need some southern fucking guitar player by the name of Dwayne Allman who's going to fucking take you step by step through your problems.
I like the dueling guitars of the Stones. I like Get Your Yayas Out because right when you're peaking, it slows down for Stray Cat Blues.
Yeah.
And then you get Love in Vain, the old Robert Johnson tune, and you get that nice slide guitar by Mick Taylor, and you start tripping out that Mick Taylor's a bigger loser than you are.
It's not really a bad idea. It's really not a bad idea to go with.
One other thing.
Yeah.
Are you guys blowing up?
Can't get into our thing, but, you know, I guess you fucking heard the
And if
rumors.
you're giving all this love to Whackbag, how come Ron and Fez is like one little fucking line 3 pages down? The whole board is like, here's O&A doing this. Here's friends of O&A. Hey, look, Bill Burr's at Uncle Spudgy's Chocolate in fucking Ontario, California.
You gotta understand something. You ever see Fez and I be competitive or fucking go, oh, gimme, 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 I want more? Fuck no.
Fez says, gimme, I want more every fucking weekend.
All right, see, now that's a gay joke.
And
no,
a really
it's
cheap
not.
one,
It is
I think.
not. I'm going back to the cheesecake in the restaurant.
No, I wasn't. I don't think that's true. I honestly don't think
You're
that's
right.
true.
You know what? I'm not going to lie to you, Ron. I'm a bending night.
Yeah. But here's the
So,
thing.
gentlemen, I just wanted to call, say I dropped my son off at school, and I'm very happy with my XM subscription, and I'd like to say I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller, and thank you, and I hope you'll rack me.
All right, take care, Jay Moore.
Hey, you know what? God bless.
All right, God bless you. God bless you. Why don't you fucking two go get a Wings album together, Dave?
It's a different album for a different time, and it makes a lot of sense when you're on acid. It's very pleasant.
What fucking asset you getting?
I get
some fucking Jersey Shore microdot that isn't fucking shit.
Purple Elf.
Perfect. Purple Elf. Oh, listen to this. This is your fucking place you want to go.
This is great. I know you don't like.
Put on some parachute pants and fucking listen to the song because you sound like a fucking Oompa Loompa. Mikey Boy needs to give us, he's got a rebuttal right now against Sport Gossip. By the way, Jay Moore, master at Picking Up Voices, started doing your bit right back at you. It was a very nice compliment.
New scoop, Jay Moore and Dave gonna have lunch sometime after the gossip.
You know, I keep waiting every time, hoping that Jay Moore will do Nice Guy Eddie on this show. Never happens.
Never get it.
You know why?
Why?
Save the A material for O&A.
Oh.
Save the big stuff. Here you talk about Madden and doing acid. All right, Mikey Boy, rebuttal time?
Yeah, I think some of Dave's sources are a little suspect. The whole Death Metal Mo thing. He left RonFez.net over the summer, and he's been back for a couple months now, so I have no idea what Dave is talking about.
A lot of his posts seem to be on Whackbag. A lot of his good stuff, a lot of the real Death Metal Mo seems to be on Whackbag.
Dave, I think you're inventing drama that isn't there. I think you're doing this for your own game.
I'm not inventing anything. Right. By the way, this is what the gossip team tells me. Remember, I have 7 or 8 people.
You're the gossip team, Dave.
No.
And Whackbag needs to move us above Bill Burr because that had Jay more crazy. You don't care too much, Mikey Boy, for his new bit?
It's a funny bit. It's just, maybe you should try and get it right,
It's
not a
gossip.
bad idea.
Gossip is not fact. Gossip is all we know.
It doesn't mean you get to make stuff up.
I do not. I tell what the sources tell me, Mikey.
You're the sources.
They are not. I am not.
You're the sources.
Mikey, Death Metal Mo likes Whackbag better than RonFez.net.
And that's fine. Different people like different boards. That's okay. But you have this whole mass deflection going on that we're talking bad about him, and frankly, just it is what it is. Nobody cares.
You're hurting feelings, Dave, with this new character.
Mikey, does a little man named Spoon ring a bell? One of the gossip team's sources tells me.
Is Spoon?
I'm just going to say. Does Spoon say Mo is two-faced?
Yeah, he does.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! The gossip team scores again. Once again, the gossip team. Breaking headlines.
Jeez.
Mikey Boy.
Yes.
I know one of the other things that you're involved in is the Hideout. What the hell's going on with those guys?
I don't know. I heard yesterday that they were let go by WTKS down in Orlando.
Yeah.
And I guess things just weren't working out that well for them. And I guess have some other prospects on the horizon, so we'll see what happens with them.
Well, everybody's interested in them. That's the fucking truth. Those guys are going to do well.
Yeah.
All right, Mikey.
All right, 5,000.
Bye. 5,000. Speaking of which, Fez, from what I understand, too, our old intern, Tuttle, getting married this weekend.
I can't believe our little Tuttle is getting married.
I haven't even given you the shocker part of this. To a woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I'm completely out of my mind.
Yeah, so you owe me money now.
I totally do. Wow, Tuttle, he came to us. He was such a shy little country kid. He told us he was the hardcore intern. He would never quit. He was absolutely right. And now he's getting married.
Supposedly to a woman he's never had sex with. That they're one of those old-fashioned couples, and they're waiting. So I may fly down there this weekend and fucking stop this thing, like The Graduate. Just, Toto! When I'm beating on a window.
Neither one has any idea what they're getting into sexually with the other one.
I really would like to make fucking Russ from the Monsters to put a stop to this thing. I left Tuttle with you. I thought you would take care of him and not do something crazy like go out and get married when he knows he's a fucking waterhead and this is not going to work out for him.
I can't believe he's gotten his parents' permission to go ahead and get married, even though, I mean, he's old enough.
Yeah.
But he still needed his parents' permission, like to drive from his little Florida hick town into Orlando, the mighty metropolis.
Well, his mom never wanted him to play the foosball. She wanted him to stay down. All right, you never know who's going to call the show. It's Nice Guy Eddie.
I want to know how you guys are going to tell me that Jay Moore is saving his hair material for fucking O&A at 5 o'clock in the morning when we know full goddamn well he's got to take his kid to school at 9 a.m. every day. Now let's move some cars. It looks like there's fucking hot car lot out there.
That's perfect. Thank you, Eddie.
And you're going to tell me that Jay Moore is going to decide out of the fucking blue to rip you off? Why don't you tell me what really happened? I've been dead for fucking a year and a half, and here I am calling radio shows. That shows you how great my afterlife is going. There was a girl at one of Daddy's clubs. Her name was Lady E. Every guy that saw her had to jack off to her at least once.
Thank you, Eddie.
So long, guys, you fucking... What the... Stop playing that guy, my daddy!
A fucking stunning impression. Don't go fucking giggling all through it, though.
Sorry.
Be a fucking gentleman.
Trying not to. I backed away.
Then I'll save this for a fucking best of, and I'll hear... the whole fucking time it's taking place.
I tried to back away.
Not far enough.
Tommy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ronnie, man. Someone got married last weekend. All the monsters were up there and went to his wedding and stuff. So they had a pretty good time.
Oh, they did?
Got laid. Yeah, it was last weekend.
He finally got his dick wet?
Yeah, finally. He only done it. We were talking about this morning. He's only hit it once. She's already wrung out. Apparently, Tuttle's sporting a big old hog.
Nice. All right, talk to you later. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. So she couldn't fucking take the punishment that he fucking threw at her.
That was her wedding gift from him. That big uncut country dick of his coming at her.
I saw the guy fucking skinny dipping some fucking cashew. She must have a fucking pussy like a dimple if this fucking kid hurt her. Here's our buddy Rap. How you doing, Rapper?
All right, buddy. What's going on?
Nada. What can we do for you?
I just called up to say I had a whole time today.
Yeah.
I'm looking so busy tomorrow.
I am too, man. I'm worried.
Although it sounds like he's the only thing standing in my way of a radio career.
Right now, people are crazy about you. They want you fucking in here doing the show with me. They would love to have Ski doing traffic. And if we can get Monkey Ears Costa to do the fucking news once an hour, we're on our way.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun reminiscing about old times.
You know what? But, people write that. They go, why don't you? Why don't you? I even had a fucking dose story I almost popped in with today. But I'm like, I'm not going to fucking do that all the time because it sounds like we're fucking crazy people. But if God willing, Rap, this fucking Fez drops dead tomorrow on his anniversary while he's drunk, you be ready. I'll go out and start shopping for headphones anyway.
I'll be right there, buddy.
Yeah.
You know I'd do anything for you.
I know that. If this guy, and I'm going to tell you right now, I might be sending you to fucking XM in D.C. to whack at Mr. Eric Logan. Just to fucking take him out. Because, Eric, I'm going to fucking tell you something. You have no fucking idea. You have no fucking idea who I am. Rap's going to fucking explain it to you. Slowly and painfully. And that's it.
Ronnie, you all back up. That's fucking Dave, man. I don't want him threatening anybody with me.
I know, that's fucking true.
Oh, I'm not going to. I'll email him first, though.
Well, you were yesterday. Jesus Christ. 3 times. Me and Rap this. Me and Rap that.
He likes to align himself with people.
What are you, his fucking son, the Siamese twin we didn't know about all these years? You just fucking pop out of his ass crack with something to say?
I felt a bond when we met. in the green room.
You got so many fucking enemies. You need somebody to take up for you.
The only bond you have is that shit that holds in your false teeth, you fuck.
I have real teeth.
You know what? You might get an assignment. You might be driving. That's the only fucking thing I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, Fezzy, I recommend the acid if it's going to give me a radio career. That's all I have to say. Take 2 strong heads.
Thanks for the advice, Rap.
You never did acid
What is
before?
your game plan tomorrow? I mean, you just going to have one drink? Are you sitting planning on getting toasted? Or
Wait, what are you going to do? Power hour?
No, I'm not going to do a power hour. What I'm going to do is just have some nice cocktails, some nice leisurely drinking throughout the show, and really get myself right back into the feel of it.
I think that's a good game plan. I don't think
The thing is, you never could drink even when you could drink. The last 5 fucking drinking shows were disasters. 2 of them, you ended up at my house, fucking dry heaving all night, and me making you lay on your stomach. Because I didn't want you to fucking Jimi Hendrix over the course of an evening.
Problems happen. Some things go a little wrong. I think tomorrow I should be just fine.
You're in charge of this fucker tomorrow, Dave.
Okay.
And if that means you
picked
don't
out
go to
what you're
Guns N' Roses, you don't go.
Okay. Could he maybe
Does he know
come?
what he's going to drink yet?
What have you decided on the drinking?
I'm going to drink some 7 and 7s. It's my favorite party drink.
You're going to have 14s.
Yes.
Well, what are you going to do? Go and keep that in the icebox? Because the last time people had 7 and 7s, it was 1936. Have some Glenn Miller ready for them. Whose grandmother are you that you drink a 7 and 7?
It's always been my favorite, like, wedding drink or any sort of occasion.
That's because it's a well brand, you cheap fucking bastard.
I've always done all right with it.
Don't let Ronnie make them for you like he used to have to make them for his grandmother. She didn't like too much soda.
My grandmother
I'm
did it.
recover from that one she made me about 10 years ago down there.
My grandmother, I'd be like a little kid, and she was fucking, she's like you. She was a highball drinker. And I'd be like fucking 5 or 6, and I'm mixing these drinks for her. And she'd go like this. What are you trying to do, rot my teeth out? Whiskey! Whiskey! You think 7-Up's going to make me forget about your grandfather? Whiskey! And I'd be like, yeah, all right. I got it. I'd have like a little bar towel over my fucking arm, walking around. I really did feel like a little bartender. I was very happy there.
Hey, I felt bad. Okay, pal, I'll see you.
Peace out.
See you, Rap.
Gee, I wonder how come I turned out to be an alcoholic. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Avery, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, I think it's just going to be a deal where, Fez, in a typical female fashion, is trying to steal the show from lucky number 7 this week.
Yeah, I don't want any of your shit getting in the way of Earl. I really don't, Fez.
I will stay out of Earl's way. I promise now.
You want me to bring out the cone of silence for Fez so when we make the pick, he doesn't have to hear anything?
And plus, I like him to do that when we're talking about women anyway. So have that thing ready to drop down. Because if we're talking sexual stories, I hate when I hear, ew.
I don't want to have to wear the cone anymore.
I really wish I could do impressions. I really do. It must be so much fucking fun to have talent. I wonder what it's like in your life to actually wake up in the morning and go, well, at least I have my talent.
You could always, call people. I would love to call a pizza place with a different voice and have something fun like that. That would be exciting and fun. And
you would use it for crank calls.
If I was you, I'd call with a different face. You fucking Casper the look-alike.
Jeez Louise.
I'm sorry. It's a fucking tense day today. It's a tense fucking day. Here's Tim. Tim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I just want to call. Remember the guy you used to have on the show, Fez? The one that died drinking? I really miss him.
See, people are worried about you, Fez.
See, I don't think they're worried. I think they're looking forward to me dying. I think it's more cruel. I think it's more on the other side.
I don't think so. People love you. People love you, Fezzy. And God forbid anything happens to you, the memorial service is going to be incredible. I'll open it up to the public, and I'll rip the hearts out of each and every one of them telling beautiful Fez stories.
I would like a really nice memorial service.
Yeah.
That would be nice. But I also don't have any plans on dying either.
I got my opening line right here, too.
What's that?
Fez, what was he? Gay or straight? Is there another box we could check?
Why would you open with that at my memorial service?
I want to grab him right away, Fezzy. I want that big question they're always curious about.
I don't think that's going to pull on anyone's heartstrings.
No, I'll get around to that. And probably what I'll do is, I'll go back and I'll tell the fatty pneumonia story when your dad hosed your ass with a...
Don't tell that story.
Garden hose.
Don't tell that one. I was embarrassed about that one. This isn't a roast. It's a memorial service. I would appreciate it if you kept those stories to a bare minimum, if any.
Oh, here's Tuttle and his lovely bride.
Was his basset hound the best man?
It fucking looks like he married his own sister. God bless him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she does look like Tuttle in a blonde wig.
Boy, you know it's Florida, too. Fucking wedding in a tent. Like the fucking circus has come to town.
That's to keep the skeeters out.
God bless that kid. She's a pretty girl.
The last thing you want is the bride covered in bug bites.
Boy, look at that boy's head, though. Looks like fucking Easter Island.
Oh, yeah. That's
what...
It
really does. It looks... the only thing I can think of when you look at his head and his body is a good humor bar. If you really look at it, it looks like he should be coming out of a fucking freezer.
That's why she's shying away from sex. She gets impregnated by him. She's got to pass a baby with the same size head.
Gets impregnated. I'm sure this fucking waterhead busted a nut in her the first night. It's already over. He'll be waiting for a fucking baby right now. God bless him. God bless his little fucking heart. I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they waited out hurricane season. So many times, so many of these weddings down there get blown away.
Well, it could have really destroyed the reception tent. So you do.
I think that's their home. They're going to start in a fucking circus tent like Barnum and Bailey. What's that circus town down in Florida?
Is it Arcadia?
No. There is a town that's just circus folk. There's fucking midgets. The lobster boy lived there.
Right.
I'm going to give away a prize if anybody knows. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. First of all, of course, we got another anti-Dave call I want to go to. Tony Bagels, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ron, I agree with you. Dave's, or that reverse raccoon's cackle ruins everything. It's the opposite effect of the clang of that cowbell. But we've got 4 letters for him. I-N-N-O. And we love you, Fez. Don't die on us.
You know, I have no idea what that means, but Tony Bagel is, just like Death Metal Mo, apparently, very two-faced. Yes. Met Tony Bagel, shook my hand, all smiles. And Mr. Message Board, phone call, tough guy.
By the way, stupid, the NO is the latest XM radio receiver.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know he was doing a very technical code.
That you want to go to xmradio.com to pick up for your Christmas gift.
Obviously.
I thought he was spelling something out. I-N-N-O, like,
Here's Dan. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I think Fez should start drinking during this show. Get an early jump on the Ron and Patrick show. See ya!
Do you want to start drinking today?
No, I want to wait till it's a year. I want to do the 1-year celebration, not observation, of my heart attack. I really, really want it to be a good day tomorrow.
Why don't we do this? The next week, let's celebrate the anniversary of me working by myself for a week.
I would probably have to take that one off.
Beauty.
Just to make it more realistic.
I love it. Simon, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What do you say?
Hey, the town is Gibsonton.
God bless you, my friend. That is that town.
It's just outside Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, all circus folk live in there. Fucking bearded lady, blah, blah, blah. Dwarves everywhere.
Yeah.
And,
all the freaks live there.
Yeah, and then I think in the distance there's just tomatoes. Just tomatoes as far as you can see. Send him in the big-ass prize closet. What did he win, Fuzzy?
Congratulations, Simon. You're picking up a DVD copy of Reservoir Dogs, the 15th anniversary edition, courtesy of Lionsgate. That is in stores now.
What the fuck?
Well, you're taking care of Ronnie.
I'm looking around. I look like I have an empty bag today.
It'll be full. Definitely be full. I always take care of Ronnie.
Thank you, Earl. Appreciate it.
A year after Walmart was boycotted by religious and conservative groups for downgrading Christmas in their stores, the store now says that the word Christmas will be prominent in all of their holiday displays.
Is that Walmart or Kmart?
Walmart.
I thought it was Kmart last year that all the brouhaha happened with.
It was Walmart, and then all of a sudden there was calls for don't go to Walmart because they're trying to call things holiday instead of Christmas.
Well, now that the Democrats have taken over the Senate and the House, what do you say we put that war on Christmas that O'Reilly has always said? I would not mind going exactly against Christmas just for 1 year, just to give the paranoid people something to really fucking care about. It'd be like almost a little Christmas present for them.
So at the Christmas, they're going to use, instead of holiday shop in there for their Christmas section, it will be the Christmas shop. They got commercials that they're going to be running using the word Christmas. And I think even the Hanukkah items are just going to be referred to as Jew Christmas items.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you joking or are you serious?
I'm joking.
Oh, okay. Now, the holiday doesn't bother me, and neither does the word Christmas. Neither one of them seems to shake anything in me. I don't care what you call it.
You know, when they say holiday, I've never been confused by it where I didn't realize, oh, that's Christmas they're talking about. If they have a Santa Claus there, I've been able to make the connection that it's Christmas and not worry about it too much. I've never thought, holiday, could this be Easter?
Terry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, it's Eastside Dave's #1 fan. I want to wish Fez, I hope you have a really good drinking tomorrow, and I don't want nothing to happen to my baby.
866-RUN-0-FEZ, 866-RUN-0-FEZ. People love you, Fez. Jalen, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I just want to give Fez some advice. I'm a 45-year-old diabetic, got a stent in 15 days ago. The next night, I was drinking vodka and eating Valium by the handfuls. I'm proud to say also that I'm back up to 2 packs of cigarettes a day. And as far as alcohol with sugar in it, vodka has the least amount. Rum's got the most because it's made with sugar. That was bullshit what that guy told you. Love you guys.
All right, see you in the next Tom Waits song. 866-RUN-0-FEZ. 866-RUN-0-FEZ. I don't give a fuck. I remember I went to go see an uncle. He had cancer. He was trying to smoke in a fucking oxygen tent. Fucking doctors are idiots. Fucking bunch of assholes. They don't know what they're talking about.
There's a woman in my building. She has one of those nursemates.
Yeah.
She's walking. The nursemaid is holding the oxygen tank. She's trying to light up a cigarette. She's like, "You can't have it. I'll have anything I goddamn want."
I know. I love an old lady smoking like that. I think they're adorable. It's just spitting into the wind. You got to love them for it. Now, Earl, does it matter to you if it's holiday? Do you feel like that's an attack on you as a Christian, or do you need Christmas up there?
No, not at all. It doesn't bother me. I know what time of the year it is. I know that it's the holiday season, whether it's Christmas or Hanukkah. I don't need it, blare on a giant billboard to reinforce what it is. I already know what it is.
Here's my Christmas card this year. And here's a picture of the baby Jesus in the manger.
Nice.
And then inside it just says, Jesus died for somebody's sins, but not mine. I just left. It's a Patti Smith thing, but I just think it's really nice to let everyone know I'm not part of the original sin. I'm not part of it. Sin-free.
Everybody is.
Oprah sin-free. That's the way I see it. How is it a sin to be born, Dave?
Everyone is, because there was a lot. Adam and Eve sinned, or I was going to say sinned.
Right. Sunned. Right.
So as a result, we all, came from them.
Eating an apple.
Yeah.
You're going to blame a baby because 2 fictional characters ate an apple.
That was going against God. And what that represents, maybe that story is a little bit fairy tale, but at least the original humans were sinning left and right. I mean, everyone knows that. So, because we're spawned from...
Why blame a baby?
Because...
First of all, do you believe in prejudice? Do you blame a little black baby because maybe 2 black guys robbed a liquor store near your house? No. You'd be a fucking crazy person, right?
Right.
So why would you blame a little baby for something Adam and Eve did?
Because he will sin. No human being can go without sin. They will sin. It's just human nature.
I got one who went without sin.
Who?
Papa Shango from the WWF. And that's right, I said WWF, because he never was part of the WWE. And he was also part of the World Wildlife Federation as well. So he's in both. So it all works out. Fez, you believe in original sin?
No, I mean, because now they tell us nothing to but eat fruit. It's supposed to be good for us now.
Yeah, but that's not the point. You could eat fruit except for the one tree. And it was an apple tree, right?
Yes, it was the tree of knowledge. It wasn't just a Johnny Apple tree. It was a tree of knowledge. It was the God said, don't do it. He even built like a small...
Don't be smart, God said.
Yeah, no. He said, don't do it. Don't eat the apple. I think he even built gates around it, too. So they really
There was no gates built around that tree.
The Garden of Eden...
They built gates. It was built around apple. That's what you're saying. This is how fucking confused you
The tree was in the middle of the Garden of Eden, and there were gates around the Garden of Eden.
So they had to fucking pick a lock.
They didn't even have clothes. How in the world have they discovered fencing?
They could have climbed over it, but I mean, that in itself was a sin. Then they go and eat stuff. Fuck them. I'm dead serious. I mean, everyone has sinned because of it. I've never met someone who...
there would not be anything more than two people, according to your mythology. Because they wouldn't have had babies, right? They weren't having sex. They weren't having children.
Right.
So with that, they started the human race. You owe them.
Yeah. But, well, I understand.
You wouldn't exist today if they did not fucking eat that fucking apple and go, hey, we're naked. Let's sin. Because let's face it, that's what the fucking sin was. There was no other sin besides sex.
See, I disagree with that, because I have a theory that if Adam and Eve had worked out, God would have said, oh, these people are fun, I'm going to create more human beings.
No, that's not the way the fucking myth works itself. The myth is this. They were fucking these things. They weren't even people, basically. They were living in this spiritual place. They took it upon themselves to fucking think for themselves and eat that fucking apple.
Yes, that's true, but...
And that started everything.
But you don't think God would have created more people?
No.
Well, why not?
Why did he have any interest before? He was fucking happy with the two of them. Like fucking dolls.
He wasn't even gonna make Eve, according to the Bible, until Adam got tired of talking to the animals.
But that's the point. Then Adam and Eve would have gotten sick of talking to each other, and so God said, okay, I'll give you some neighbors.
And then they would have started fucking around with them.
Yeah, no, not fucking around, but people would have commiserated.
Todd, you're on Ron and Fez.
I was just going to say that if there's one thing that Dave knows the least amount about, it's the tree of knowledge. His ass is starving to death.
You should fucking eat from the tree of dumb.
I'm not going to be eating from that. I'll go with God's wishes. I'm not going to eat from anything off a tree.
You fucked a jar of jelly on the air, and you're bore-assing because a woman bit into an apple? Give her the fucking break. You're the beast.
God never told me don't do that.
I'm telling you. Society's telling you. You don't fuck condiments. Ever. Look at me.
Yeah.
Ever.
Ever? I mean...
Ever. It's fucking filthy.
I'm alone,
You have a girlfriend.
Sometimes she leaves for a couple weeks.
So you fuck jelly.
Sometimes.
And then you're going to sit here and judge Adam and Eve? Or, let me change it what the real name was. It was Adam and Steve. It was two fucking gay guys.
I don't think so.
God made an Adam and Steve. And the apple that they bit into, listen, was the balls.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Sal, you're on Ron and Fez.
Well, if you believe in Adam and Eve, I guess we're all products of incest. Jay Moore, acid flashback.
My hands are melting. Take it easy, Jay. Calm down.
Radio Shark, I love you, but you give the worst calls known to men. The worst calls known to men. And Pitsy knows this, and he's in with you. The two of you are working as a fucking team right now.
Why would God even put that tree out there?
To fuck with them, because he wanted them to do it. There's no other reason.
Set up to fail.
No, to make them better.
Well, it's not to fail, but to succeed. To become a human. To say, I'm not a fucking robot. I'm not going to just fucking do what I'm told. I'm going to take responsibility for myself. Where would you rather fucking live? Earth or in a fucking Garden of Eden where you're not even real?
take the Garden of Eden any day of the week.
Go. Then go there.
It's always like 72 degrees there. You never really have to wear much, if anything.
And what do you do there, fucking slappy? What are you doing?
Anything
Give
you
me
want.
one thing that you would do walking around with talking animals that you can't
tag.
fucking eat.
You can play tag.
I don't want to fucking play tag.
That would be
See, that's the thing about fucking heaven. You're looking for childhood. It's fucking childish dreams. That's all you're fucking interested in.
Charades, then. That's adult.
Let me talk to somebody who understands life. Turtle, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, my favorite
Dave.
caller, Turtle.
Hi, Turtle.
Hey, buddy. Dave obviously has never eaten of the fruit of knowledge because he is the dumbest motherfucker who ever drew a breath.
Yeah, here he comes. Here comes Mr. Slim Jim. Fuck you, Bobby. Ring and run, huh? Ring and run. Give me the doorbell treatment all the time, Turtle. Fuck off.
Why you call Mr. Slim Jim?
Goat shit. Because,
What's that mean?
Because I can tear him apart like I tear a wrapper off a Slim Jim.
And why do you call him?
Bite it.
Why do you call him goat shit?
Because that's what he is, plopping out of a beast. Bye-bye, bitchy.
You got to work on nicknames.
Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Hey, Dave, pretty sure God also said don't lay down with the beast, and you spent New Year's Eve being a puppy sickle.
He did tell you not to fuck a dog. That's in the Bible.
Well, I didn't
Creep.
fuck it.
Look at me. Creep.
I didn't fuck it. First of all, we know the story.
Oral.
That's not fucking a dog. I didn't insert it into its anus.
It was a 69 that took place.
I didn't lick anything.
Look at me now.
I didn't lick anything.
866-RON-0-FEZ. Rich, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, first off, Dave, what you need to understand, the tree of knowledge represents choice. And since Adam and Eve chose, they can now decide to believe in God or not believe in God, and that is what the original sin is. And that's why it's the tree of knowledge.
But there was no reason for them to decide to believe in God. They had an open line communication with him. They were able to talk to him all the time.
There was something put there so that they could become real. That's the mythology. So that they could become human. Right. That's the mythology. That's the fucking thing. Make choices. Make mistakes. Live a life. Be something, not a fucking sheep. You should be looking up to this fucking Eve. You should be saying thank you. Thank you for taking slavery away from us. Thank you for giving us the ability to fucking think and move and choose freedom for ourselves. That's the fucking point of the myth. You don't want to be a fucking puppet in the Garden of Eden. You want to be a fucking being.
But think of it like this. If they had the choice to make, to go from the tree of knowledge, right, then they were already human beings. If they understood...
At that moment, yes. When they fucking said, I'm going to do this.
But what I'm saying
that's
then,
when they became real.
But then simply, had they just not taken the apple, they still would have been human beings with complex thoughts and decision-making processes.
And you wouldn't exist because you would still be kept in a fucking petting zoo like all the other fucking animals. The whole thing is crazy. It's just mythology. But with mythology, you want to fucking learn from it. You want to understand what it's about. And when you fucking don't get the fucking point of the myth, that you take responsibility for yourself, that you become alive, then you're a fucking follower. Then you're fucking part of the flock. You might as well be fucking Shirley Phelps screaming out crazy shit.
Well, that's a lot to think about.
Go ahead. You've got plenty of time. I'm going to give you the weekend. And think to yourself, would you rather be in a fucking petting zoo, being taken care of, or would you rather be on the planet Earth? Building fucking cities, sending satellites into fucking space. Why does everybody have this problem with being a human being? Where's your fucking sense of species?
But can I just say this? If they had not taken the apple, maybe they would have still been human beings, but a better race of human beings. Better race.
They would...
I'm sorry, but according to the Bible, they didn't become aware until after they bit the apple.
Well, that's very disturbing, and... I don't know.
It'll make you feel better to know none of it's real. But does that help you?
No, that doesn't.
That you're fucking disappointed because a cartoon character did something? Fucking crazy bastards. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dave.
Yes, Dave.
Hey, you said
Garden of Eden was like a nice 72 degrees, comfortable, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's changed a lot, man. I've been to the Garden of Eden. It's like 125 to 130 in the summertime. It's where the Euphrates and the Tigris meet, right in Baghdad. It's no fun. It's changed a lot over the years. Out.
I think by now God would have given us air conditioners.
Andy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, if Dave was in the Garden of Eden, would he fuck a baby dinosaur?
That would have been original sin. That he would have let a baby dinosaur lick his balls. God comes in, what the fuck are you doing, you redheaded fucking animal?
That wouldn't have taken place. Just much too big, and I don't care for their scaly skin.
Adam, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, that whole deal was about who's your God, and they chose Lucifer as their God because they met with God every day. They knew who God was, but they chose to listen to Lucifer, and that's why everybody expresses their sin in different ways. Some people are beat their wives, some people are drug addicts, some people are homosexual, but it's all sin, and it can all be forgiven through Christ. That's the whole deal.
And some people are small-minded and fucking weird and live in a fantasy thing. And you know what? I'll forgive you, too. As I fucking... as far as fucking hate the fucking sin, not the sinner, I'll fucking forgive all the pinheads who fucking can only read this one wacky book out of their whole life and not give anything about it. First of all, just if you want to fall into the logic of this, God created everything, right?
Right.
Am I right about that?
Yes.
Earl, you with it?
Yeah.
Which makes him everything. Right?
Right.
So he is Lucifer. Right?
Yes, he would have created Lucifer.
So why would he have this fucking beef with himself? Why would darkness be so much different than light? Why would it be that big of a fucking deal? If there's evil in the fucking universe, God created it, right?
Yes.
Which makes him a creator of evil, which seems to me a worse sin than biting into a fucking apple.
Well, God created stuff, but then people did their own thing. I mean, people can work independently.
But it's still him. Because you're made of God. What else would he have created you out of? Did he find something outside of God?
Well, like, if I created a robot and then the robot went on to do some bad shit, I mean, would you...
Who would be responsible? You or the robot?
I would think the robot, but maybe...
You're gonna fucking find a robot responsible.
I mean, if you're talking about a lawsuit, yeah.
First of all, it's not you. And there's not going to be a lawsuit, but yes, you would be helped. But I'm trying to say this, if you want to get into the fucking God thing, if there's nothing before God, right?
Right.
Then whatever comes from that point on is the stuff of God. There would be nothing else in the universe. How could there be? So he created evil. He created Lucifer. Therefore, Lucifer is made of the same stuff as God.
Yeah, but just because we're all connected doesn't mean we can't be angry at the bad people.
Why? Why? It's the same fucking stuff.
So what? I mean, like, for instance, your body has red cells, white cells, blue cells, and
blue cells.
Well,
we don't what is fucking wrong with you?
We have blue states.
But
you've been drinking bathroom cleaner again?
No. And your body can develop cancer, right? What are you going to do? You're going to go to the doctor and say, get rid of this cancer for me. You're not going to say, well, it's in my body. I'm going to let it do whatever it wants, right? I mean, that's the way I'm seeing it.
You see yourself as being God in charge of what's inside your body.
Yes, exactly.
You have that fucking ability.
Yeah, that's the way I see it.
So do you love and care about each cell, the good and the bad?
I try to.
You literally do. You sit there and you think about the cells going through your fucking balls right now and your kidney and everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I know when I drink and shit, it's not good for me, but then I drank, like 3 pints of water, I'm good like that, and I've been cutting down on fatty foods, but
then you would never scratch because you're damaging good skin cells.
First of all, we've gotten off the fucking track. Now we're in stupid thing. The whole thing is fucking stupid. Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, from my knowledge, God had 2 sons, Jesus and Lucifer. So they're actually, Jesus and Lucifer are brothers, so nobody created evil.
And he would love them just the same.
Well, that's the first time I ever heard that they were brothers.
Now, there is another theory
There's none. You can't speak right now. You're too fucking stupid. And I love you like a fucking retarded niece. I do. And I'll always make sure that I'm there to fucking wipe the spit off your mouth. But I can't just have you fucking wander on like this. Doesn't make any sense. Dorsey, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, I got to agree with you 100% about your point about God and Satan being the same. I've been trying to get that through to my Jehovah's Witness mother for like the last 3 years.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if he's all powerful, he can do anything, right? He would have the abilities to get rid of Lucifer if he wanted to. We all agree with that?
No.
He can't beat Lucifer. That's what you're saying.
I think he could at one time, but Lucifer's become more powerful as millenniums have rolled by.
More powerful than God?
Well, the Book of Revelations will have the final battle between God and the devil, and the gods, according to the Book of Revelations, will prevail.
So why go through it all? If it's already taken care of, why go through this fucking drama? Unless it's just drama. Do you see what I'm saying, Earl?
Yeah, I understand.
If it's already fucking played out, the way it is in the Bible, and the ending thing is already fucking figured out, right?
Yeah.
Who's directing the movie?
Good Lord, I guess.
That's right. So this is the shit that he wants to fucking happen. You can't take it so fucking personal and get caught up in it.
I mean, I don't get completely caught up in it. I obviously have questions about every book in the Bible, pretty much, but I'm not like some of these other groups that just completely say, "Hey, that's true," and and don't put any critical thinking behind it. I like to critically think about things.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Let me ask you the truth. If I fucking put a cover over that book and I called it the Book of Gibberish, do you think fucking people would say it for what it is?
Yeah, they would take it. They would probably take it for gibberish because they'll go from the word gibberish.
I know if it was like presented as something else, it wouldn't get read nearly as much as it does.
It doesn't get read now. Little bits and pieces get read by people, but the fucking people that read it do not come up with even the same points. The weird thing is everybody who reads Mary Had a Little Lamb gets it. What's the fucking better book? One that you can get or one that just fucking goes on and on with everybody fighting over? Fucking crazy bastards.
There's some slow parts in the Bible, but I think it's much better.
It's all slow parts.
No. The whole fucking Samson shit is...
Have you read it?
Yeah. Samson with
I thought you were Catholic.
I am a Catholic. We read the Bible.
Well, I thought we had priests to do that for us.
That
priests
was
go, don't even bother. I'm going to do it for you. We're going to take a break now. Ron and Fez Show.
Ronnie. Fezzy. The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.
Back with the Ron and Fez Show. 866-RON-0-FEZ. That's 866-766-0339. Remember, you can always email us at ronandfez@AOL.com. Daniel Baldwin was arrested again, this time for possible grand theft auto. He was pulled over in an SUV that was reported stolen. Why does Daniel Baldwin have to steal a car? You would think there's somebody around that could give Daniel Baldwin a ride.
The odd thing is he's the good Baldwin brother. He's the fucking one that I honestly think has got it together.
It's always what you see Daniel Baldwin arrested and you think, all right, maybe there's a drug relapse or something. Then all of a sudden it gets a little bit bigger. Now it's stealing SUVs, if this one turns out to be true. Kevin Federline has filed counterpapers in court with his divorce case with Britney Spears. He's now asking for spousal support, and he wants custody of the two Spears children. So I think what the evil genius K-Fed is doing here is shooting high and then ready to settle for any sort of bigger payment that he can probably get out of this thing.
I heard he's getting $10 million.
I didn't know it was that much.
Yeah, that's what they said on TV last night. $10 million.
$10 million for 2 years, and you hung out with Britney Spears, and probably spent about $10 million the whole time you were with her as well.
Not a bad deal.
So I guess he's probably the whole deal probably worth about $20 million. His problem was he should have got her pregnant again immediately. had a third child in the womb ready to go, so she wouldn't have kicked him out. Pat Tillman's going to be honored by the Arizona Cardinals this weekend. That's as a new AP report is revealing more disturbing details about his death. This thing gets worse and worse as it goes along.
What's new?
Some of the new things are they're talking about a lot of the chaos that was going on when his squad was split in two, and he was hit by friendly fire. I guess the way the story goes is his squad, part of the vehicles had broken down. The squad was split in two to head out. That's never supposed to be done. That's against Army rules. They went out in daylight. That wasn't supposed to be happening. And in the confusion, it was this other half of the squad that fired on him.
Yeah, I read all that. That was in Sports Illustrated about 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh. And also they're saying one of the guys that had shot at him had just had LASIK surgery and couldn't see. So, I mean, even now, the smaller details are just getting worse and worse.
Look, I don't find any of those guys fucking guilty of what happened. It was a fuck-up in battle. These things take place. To me, the only part that bothers me is the cover-up after the fact.
Yeah, and that's how they went so far out of their way to cover it up. I mean, it was a completely different story if you listen to the family of what they were told happened that day with Pat Tillman. And even his little brother said the story the government was giving us, the original story, didn't even sound like Pat. It didn't sound like anything that he would have done, where he's charging up a hill, screaming, going after the enemy.
Nobody's offended by this, though. Nobody's offended that we get played all the time. It's fine with them. One of the things that's starting to come out now is, like, it's not only that Rumsfeld is going down, but a lot of these generals are going to really be looked at for not being able to do a good job preparing this war.
I could totally see that happening, especially with the Democratic Congress now, and they'll be able to subpoena whoever they want to the Hill to talk about stuff.
It'll be interesting to see. I don't know whether it will or not, but at some point, you'll have to find out. Clark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, yesterday, I think it was, CBS Morning Show said that the K-Fed only gets 300 grand.
I saw this on, the local news last night. Not sure which one that it was, but they said 10 mil. But, I mean, the fact of the matter is, unless we're lawyers for either one of them, we have no idea what the real story is.
Yeah, and I'm sure if he goes away, he'll get some sort of sustained payment, too. That just keeps on coming to him. Of course, he should have to pay back the money for putting out this CD and whatever that costs. This horrible CD that has done nothing.
Is the album already out, Earl?
The album is out. It is not doing very well. I got the new SoundScan numbers. I think it's sold under 6,000 copies.
Wow.
6,000.
So these are collectibles.
Yeah, they'll probably be discounted. Probably
bar bands that press their own fucking CDs do better than 6,000 copies.
I know, and look at all the publicity. He's been on wrestling for almost the last month now.
Right, yeah, he's going to be on one of the wrestling pay-per-views coming up in January.
And he's all over the tabloids, all over, and just a little under 6,000 copies sold, which is awful.
The Democrats were able to gain control of the Senate when the Virginia Senate seat went to Jim Webb over George Allen, the incumbent Republican.
As picked by Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect called it. The Dems take the Senate and the House. I would think that the George Allen defeat was probably the biggest shocker of the whole night. I would have thought, a fairly popular governor of Virginia, he becomes senator and then loses to this guy.
So he was senator first? He was an incumbent?
Yeah, he was the incumbent senator, and before he was senator, he was governor of Virginia.
So it's not like the people didn't know him.
Yeah, and
do you think that Virginia's changing? Because even in the last election, and I got this from DCR TV, is the only place I know, but according to DCR TV, all the urban places in Virginia had voted blue, and all the rural places voted red. Now, as you got people moving around the country, people don't stay where they grew up anymore, stay with their families. You may see states changing from red to blue or blue to red. in these next couple elections.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Virginia going blue. It obviously did in the Senate race.
But in the same way that, Florida went red after turning blue for a while.
And a lot of urbanites and a lot of, I guess, people in their 30s now, they're leaving the bigger cities and moving back down south, particularly blacks. They're moving back down south, so that might change the complexion, no pun intended, of the state as well.
Can they move faster, Earl?
I think more people leaving like the biggest cities like New York and L.A. more than ever now.
Love it.
I don't ever see any leaving. You'd think there'd be a lineup on the bridge or something if it was that big. I guess the other big shocker was this Claire McCaskill in Missouri that won. She was the woman that Michael J. Fox advertised for with the stem cell research campaign commercials.
Oh, is that right? The whole reason that Rush Limbaugh started on him?
Yeah, exactly.
And what did the Drudge report said? Rush Limbaugh was like, thank God, now I don't have to carry water for these Republicans anymore?
Yeah, Rush says, I don't have to carry water for the Republicans anymore, and I don't have to stick up for people that don't deserve it anymore.
Whoever said you had to?
Yeah, that's the bizarre thing. At no point did anyone say, hey, carry the flag. If you felt so strongly that all these people were doing the wrong thing, why carry water for them?
Basically said, I'm a shill for the Republican Party, and I was, and I'm not going to do it anymore. He's basically admitting that the whole gimmick of his show has gone horribly awry.
Very well-paid gimmick, though. Lee, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, boys? Just wanted to chime in on the Virginia Senate race. I live in Richmond, Virginia, and I usually tend to sway towards the red, but made the transition, voted for Webb. And basically, I mean, he's a pretty conservative Democrat, but he's also just the lesser of two evils. Allen made so many mistakes with his macaca comment and his parents being in the Holocaust and him, not really...
Yeah, you know what? You have come up with a good point where some of these guys have all moved into the middle. All right, the front runners right now, and I was talking about this yesterday with Jenny Q. The front runners right now are Hillary for the Dems and McCain and probably Rudy, right?
Right.
That's the three. You could mix them up either. You would not be surprised to see McCain running as a Democrat or Rudy running as a Democrat. And then I personally wouldn't be surprised to see Hillary on the Republican side of the ticket. She's not overly liberal. My biggest problems right now with McCain, who I used to like quite a bit, and Rudy, who I've always liked, my big problems with them is they backed up George W. Bush when I thought he was wrong. Hillary Clinton, my big problem with her is she backed up George W. Bush when I thought he was wrong. All three of them are fucking like little Bush backers, even though their personalities seem much, much different from his.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's going to be much of a choice in 2008, philosophy-wise.
Well, you don't know yet. You're not at that point yet. We haven't seen if that's what the people want, if they want the center or not. That's just the front runners today.
That George Allen, who just lost the Senate race in Virginia, he was considered a strong possibility to run for president in 2008. I don't know what's going to happen there now unless he tries to pull a Nixon, where 2 years later he loses the governor's race and comes back.
John, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm happy now we're going to get a cure for Parkinson's disease real soon, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, that's that whole thing in Missouri, right?
Yeah, she said so. She said that they'd find a cure, so we're going to hold her to the fire, right?
Now, what is the story for that? Because obviously I don't live in Missouri, so I hadn't followed this story all that close.
Well, she said that George Bush won't allow any funding for stem cell research, which he just doesn't want federal funding. The states and the private industry can do everything that they want.
Right.
So she got elected. There should be a cure right around the corner. Everyone should be happy now.
All right, so she is going to come up with the money for this estate money, right?
She said she would.
All right, so, and now you want to cure, how quick, John?
The day after she gets inaugurated.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, I've given a lot of money to Jerry Lewis, and every year I thought he was closer and closer.
That's been going on for years, that telethon.
Kyle, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, the fall of Romans because women and gays took over. And the whole damn thing fell over when women and gays got in there.
So what's your point, Kyle?
It's just the whole damn country's going to go shit now.
Up to this point, we were living like Rome?
No, but this is the country.
Mm-hmm. How do you fucking keep a hat on with a fucking head that small? How does that work for you? Larry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, two quick things. First off, you said that Hillary isn't liberal. She has consistently been voted the number one most liberal senator. Number one.
By who?
No question. By independent panel that ranks conservatives and liberals.
I'm going to give you my own independent panel. There's nothing fucking liberal about this broad. To me, she and her husband are all part of the fucking Bush family. I don't see the difference between them. I fucking swear to God, to me, it looks like, it reminds me of the WWE, where they come in from different sides, different aisles, and then they leave together in the same bus.
In the Missouri elections, they had the stem cell initiative on the ballot, so that was actually approved along with Claire McCaskill winning. Florida Senator Bill Nelson's son, he got arrested after the victory celebration. Apparently this guy was drunk and shoved a cop and ended up getting arrested. So there's always some relative that's going to spoil the big party for somebody else.
Spoil it or make it?
I think this is probably a spoil.
I think if you're so happy that you end up fighting with cops at the end of the night, it just proves that you're proud of how well your family did in the elections.
He ended up with he had to get pepper sprayed, so that always shows up in the mug shot that you've been pepper sprayed. It gives you the worst possible mug shot ever because your eyes are just bulging and swollen and bright red, and you've been crying from it.
I got news for you. I haven't seen a lot of good-looking mug shots. It's nothing that you really want to... To me, they're worse than class pictures.
Faith Hill is trying to convince people that at the Country Music Awards, she was just joking when she appeared on the screen when someone else won one of the awards. Carrie Underwood won an award, and she acted like she was all upset. She's trying to convince everybody that she was just joking at that point.
Yeah, I didn't see this. I heard about it, though.
Yeah, she had a big what face and then was all upset. I think she was totally joking, but this is what happens when a not funny person tries to do a big joke. It's going to be taken the wrong way.
Like Dogface.
I never called that woman Dogface.
Patrick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez. What's going on, guys? 1183.
Hey, buddy.
Anyway, yeah, man. Fezzy, I know the woman, Claire McCaskill, she won, but I thought that the Today Show said that she won, but the initiative on the stem cell got voted down.
I looked it up on CNN, and they had it as voted yes, that it was approved.
I don't know. Maybe I heard Meredith say it wrong. Maybe that's what I was like, damn, she won, but they voted it down. But who knows? It could have been the count could have been wrong back then. I don't know. But that's what I heard on the Today Show yesterday. But that's, CNN said that they did it right, and that's fine. But I'm just telling you what I heard on the Today Show. I probably got it wrong, though.
Peace out, buddy.
I know in Australia they had elections this week, too, and they have lifted the ban on cloning in Australia.
How are they on the Koala initiative? They still staying with that? How about this? How about in Australia, we try not to drink before, 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's wait until 8. Here's what I would actually say to Australians. If you're ordering a beer with an Egg McMuffin, it's too fucking early in the morning.
The Indianapolis Colts 8-0 going into this weekend. They got the Bills. Is it too early to start talking about undefeated season yet?
I start talking at 0. At 0-0, I think who has the opportunity to go? I don't think they can go undefeated this year. First of all, they're not as good as they've been in a few past years. Some of these games were very, very lucky, but you can't take it away from them. They are undefeated. I give them that credit. But I'm not sitting around thinking that it's 72 Dolphins.
Yeah, I wonder because they seem to have like the bigger games behind them, like the Denver and the New England, where the rest of the last 8 games seem a little bit lighter on the schedule.
You say that, but you don't know what's going to happen, and then you don't really want to go undefeated. They could have went undefeated a couple years ago, and it seemed like the pressure was just too big.
What's nice is if they do start to go undefeated and they get to the last game of the regular season, that game is against the Miami Dolphins in Miami, where that will be the last stop of an undefeated regular season.
All right, my spy report?
Spy report.
They won't even make it to Miami. And they don't want to. It's not even, right now it's not even something that they think about or want. It wouldn't even be good for them. Earl, where are you on this one?
I don't think they're going to go undefeated, but I think it would be interesting if they went to Miami undefeated. You think they would trot out those grumpy old men from the 72 team to sit
They
in the
do
stands?
that anyway. Those 72 Dolphins do not go away. I live down in Miami. Those fuckers are doing gigs every night of the week. You can go see them at Radio Shack. You can go see them at the Crown Lounge. They have never gone away. They are doing every dumb local commercial down there. But when the Bears had their run, what was that, 84, when they almost went undefeated?
85.
85, everybody showed up from that team. They showed up. It was a Monday night game, and the Bears laid down for it. They wanted no part of it. I don't think you do want to go undefeated these days. It's just too much pressure. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, boys, don't get fooled by these coats, man. Remember last year they were like 14-0, and then they ended up going, I think, 15-2 or 15-1. Or 14-2, and then they end up losing to the Steelers. I mean, they just don't know how to close in the playoffs.
They're not closers. They are absolutely not closers. There's nothing there that makes you feel. And then, you know the way to get rid of that rap is to go out and win a fucking Super Bowl for yourself. Pull off one stinking Super Bowl, and I'll leave you alone like I'll leave Brett Favre alone. But if right now, I'm looking at you, Peyton Manning, you are a modern-day Dan Marino. A man who doesn't know how to close. Go ahead, build up your fucking stats. It means nothing to me. Show me one of these that I'm wearing right here. Super Bowl ring.
Where'd you get that?
eBay.
Oh. The Colts, they made the mistake now of after they beat New England, now they're not under the radar anymore. They were nobody's preseason pick. Now all eyes are on them again, being the last undefeated team.
Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
That Indy game against the Dolphins is in Indianapolis, New Year's Eve.
Oh, that's a New Year's Eve game?
Yeah.
I never remember having a New Year's Eve game before. This is fucking great news.
Yeah, Super Bowl until the middle of February now or something.
Peace out. All right, so that game in Indy, Fez.
Oh, okay, I got that wrong.
So no way is those fucking 72 Dolphins going to be invited. I'd still invite them out. I would.
And Waterhead's favorite receiver, Marvin Harrison, I think he is out for the season with a broken shoulder.
Wow. Here's Scott. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
Like you said, it doesn't matter what, all eyes don't need to be on them for this season just because they're undefeated so far. I mean, they've already proven in the past they can't pull it off in the big game anyway.
You got to do it at least once for me to start and leave you alone. I smell bad cafeteria food around here.
It really smells like someone's heating up a TV dinner.
Tim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
I was wondering what you guys think about the Bears and if they're going to make it anyway this year.
The Bears obviously are going to go into the playoffs. They're going to go far in the playoffs. But I don't think you could really tell who's going to win, who's got that momentum before you get into the playoffs. It's like the playoffs are a completely different seasons now.
The Bears, I don't know. I don't see them going to the Super Bowl. I just can't, even though they're a great team, they're doing well.
Here's the beauty of it. If you're the Bears, you got 2 home games in Chicago in January. Talk about a fucking home field advantage. So it should go their way. But I got to see those teams once we get to the playoffs.
And plus you get the week off, too. So,
Yeah.
But I always gauge it by who's hot in December because you can't really get. I mean, because remember, I think the Colts a couple of years ago, they lost 2 out of their last 3 games and laid an egg in the playoffs, even after going 14-2.
That's true. It is true. BC, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Hey, buddy.
When has Peyton Manning ever shown the ability to win a big game?
He hasn't.
Tennessee, he would lose to Florida. He would lose to Georgia. He'll lose to whoever he needs to in order to stay under the radar.
It's called the Manning curse. The entire family will not win the big game. Yes, Dave, I'm talking about Peyton Manning as well. That family does not and will not win the big games.
All three of them, Archie, Eli, and Peyton, all sat there in a comfortable chair watching someone else win the Heisman when they were nominated.
In this business, Fez, the business of football,
yes,
it's all about pressure. Actually, any business is how you fucking do under pressure. Earl, 1 to 10, how would you say you perform under pressure?
Probably about a 7.
Is that right, Fabrice?
7.
Dave, where would you put yourself under pressure?
I'd put myself at an 8.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I felt a lot of pressure yesterday, and I felt...
What pressure was that for? Urination?
I had to run the board without any counsel or anything like that.
So you honestly think 8 months on the job, you run the board on a fucking normal day, not a big day.
Oh, yeah.
You're meeting the pressure. Fez, where are you on the pressure?
Ronnie, I'm going to be the only one in the room honest with you here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say a 1 under extreme pressure.
I don't call that honest, Fezzy. First of all, you've given yourself 1 more than you deserve.
Oh.
You want to be honest, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A 0? 0.0?
Can you go less than 0? Call a mathematician and ask if we can come up with a number smaller than 0. And I want that number called a Fezzarino, if we can. Kurt, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys, how you doing today?
Yeah.
Did I hear you say that my TV dinner was ready?
It smells like it.
Anyhow, they've pretty much already said Dungy, as they did last year, is going to lay down and pretty much play the trainers in the last 2 games just because he doesn't want to get anybody hurt.
Dungy believes in that, and I'm going to tell you the truth. It's not, I can understand the philosophy. Now, I'd go the other way, but I'm a gambler. We know that about me. But I would want to be remembered as an undefeated team. But you can't blame a coach for going at the end of the year, I want to save my fucking guys. I want to save their legs. That's not a bad philosophy to have.
But isn't football always based on a rhythm and feel? And when you stop that rhythm, even for a week or two, it's off. I mean, it's already been proven with the Colts.
What's the only undefeated team of all time? When you talk about rhythm, what's the only undefeated football team of all time?
Miami Dolphins.
What band had the song "The Rhythm Is Gonna Get You"?
Gloria Estefan.
And the
Miami Sound Machine.
Is there something in Miami? Is what I'm asking.
Wow. That's in depth.
Thanks for letting me drag that out of you guys. I appreciate it.
Tell me what you got.
We speed that up, and what do we have?
A bit.
Timing. Then we'll have timing. And then we'll be what? A radio?
Show.
Showgram. Jim, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, I just hate to rain on Mr. Perfect's parade, but it's Marvin Harris is not the one that was hurt. It's Rodney Harris of New England.
Yes, I got my Harrisons mixed up.
So there's no reason to worry about the Colts at all.
Well, the Colts, other than the fact that Peyton can't win a big game.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with it.
How's William Henry Harrison doing?
It really has nothing to do with the guy on the fucking Patriots being hurt.
Not at all.
Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I'd like to bet Fezzy $100 that the Patriots will win the Super Bowl.
Fezzy?
No, I'm not taking that bet.
Really? You think they're going to win it?
I think they have a really good chance of winning it.
You've got everybody else. He's got the Patriots. You've got everybody else.
You know what?
Come on, Fezzy.
Don't let me force you into it. I was only kidding. Michael, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, about Tony Dungy's kid dying, killing himself. Don't you think that takes a psychological toll on him? I mean, even
it does, but here's the problem. You know, he does have more people in his family, and you got to be able to perform.
Yeah, but so you're saying that he'll just be able to rise above it even this year on the anniversary?
I think he will. I think he'll rise above it.
Right.
I think he's going to spend the anniversary like Fez drinking. Tony Dungy, terrific man. Terrific man. You cannot say anything about his coaching during the season. He's a perfect during-the-year coach. But is there any way to hand the baton off to somebody else who will be your postseason coach?
Maybe just get a former head coach, maybe someone who's won a Super Bowl, and put them in the booth where you don't really see them.
Weeb Eubank would be fucking perfect for this.
And unplug Tony Dungy's headphones.
Get a hold of Weeb for me.
I'll get a hold of Mr. Eubank.
Sure. What year did he die? Come on, boys. Give me a bit. Give me a showgram.
94.
That late? I'm stunned.
I think it was like early 90s.
He retired pretty much after he won the Super Bowl, though, right?
He retired in 75, I think.
Really? I had no idea he kept on going that long. We'll be right back. Ron and Fez Show.
Ron Bennington, Fez Whatley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.
Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show on XM Radio. Doesn't get any better than Ron and Fez. The best thing going. I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Outer space satellites blowing up nationwide. Boom goes the dynamite. Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show. Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show. Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show. Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show.
All right, buddies. Ron and Fez.
And boom goes the dynamite.
And boom goes the dynamite. Fezzy, I just said to our little Bronx Johnny, for the first time you don't match. And he's going blue and blue. I have got to be colorblind. Because to me, his hat looks black.
All right, yeah, his hat is blue, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a dark navy blue.
Now, does it match his shirt?
No, it's two different blues, but the hat is definitely blue.
Earl, how do you see that hat?
It looks blue to me.
Why don't you come in here and bring your hat? You stand next to him, because I do. I had no idea of this, but I am a little colorblind. I have problems between blues and blacks. I'd stand up next to him. All right, I can see that they're different shades of black, but I'd still call them both black.
See that?
I'm looking at that hat. It looks like a very dark blue.
No.
It's a bear's hat.
I know it's a Bears hat. Thank you very much. And who's the shirt belong to?
This is mine. This is a FUBU.
Yeah, FUBU. But you wouldn't say that you were matching today.
Probably not, no.
Yeah.
That was as close as you came with those two blues.
I got a little fucking color blindness. I never knew that.
What color would you say your shirt is?
I would say it's black.
All right, that's like, to me, it's like a darker gray. To me, that's not like a completely black.
That's stupid. Earl, what color is this shirt?
It looks black.
Thank you. Darker gray isn't even a fucking color.
but a very light black.
God forbid if this should be my fucking eye thing. Now we're all going to have one.
I think Fez is right. That's a charcoal gray. That's what you call it. Charcoal gray.
What color would you say your fucking hair is? Because I'd say orange.
Yeah,
Same as your face.
I'd agree. Thank you.
Here's Brett. Brett, you're on the Ron and Fez Show.
Hey there, Ronnie. I was just going to say, you probably have problems figuring out what matches. I think it's just because you're a guy, not a gay or a girl.
Yeah, you know what? That is kind of true. I never really did understand the matching thing. Earl makes the smartest sense because he's straight black every day. And I believe the same exact clothes every day, aren't you, Earl?
I'll either wear jeans or khakis. One of the other days I'll be.
But they have to be black.
Yes.
I would thought for sure you wore the same clothes every day, that you only had one.
No, they always call my closet the 9.5 weeks closet because it's just lined up with just
Who's
t-shirts.
that?
I had a couple of friends of mine call me that. They was
I think you do.
No, I.
You're hoping that catches on.
Hey, Cliff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys. Ronnie, don't feel bad about yourself, brother. I've seen pictures of Earl. We've all been wrong all these years. He should be Blue Earl.
866 Ron Zero Fez. Look who it is, our buddy Deathmetal Mo. How you doing, Mo?
What's up, gentlemen? 9170, check the dude.
All right.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, and thank you as always for playing on Howard in the past. We really appreciate it.
Sure.
I heard some trash talk coming from a direction.
Well, you showed up in Dave's gossip today. And what was the gossip exactly, Dave?
The gossip was that Death Metal Mo says "C'est la vie" to RonFez.net and embraced the world of whackbag. That's what I've heard from our sources.
Yeah, but I thought it went a little further than that. I've heard from my crack team that I depend on.
Everyone's got a gossip team.
Oh, yeah. Big burly
Did
gentleman.
you hear the show? It was simply that you don't like RonFez.net anymore, and that some people think you're two-faced, and dare I say, it's all about Death Metal Mo. Every thread.
Yeah, okay,
Does Death Metal Mo like bacon? Death Metal Mo likes eggs. How does Death Metal Mo like to shower? How many instruments can Death Metal Mo play?
What are you talking about, Dave? What the fuck are you talking about?
The word on the street, the gossip thing, is that because he got too egotistical, he was shoved from RonFez.net. Goodbye, good riddance.
Is all this true, Mo?
No, that's not true. I left because there was some stuff I didn't want to deal with. I did go back though, and I did embrace Whackbag. I'm on both.
He goes to two different websites. You okay with that now, Dave?
That explains the two-face comment, doesn't it? Print one thing over at Whackbag.
Where's the new voice?
Print one thing over at Whackbag, then pedal over to RonFez.net and pit those people against Whackbag. Then take your material from RonFez.net and go over to Whackbag and start fights. PM Eastside Dave saying how much he loves me. Then write in a thread, Eastside Dave is a pasty turd. Did you not write those words, Death Metal Mo?
That is good, though.
Eastside Dave is a pasty... That's original stuff, though. Pasty turd. I don't know how turds can be pasty, even.
I do like the bit, Dave, but guess what?
Yeah.
We're getting the radio soon. Peace!
Uh-oh.
That's fine. Get the radio. You know what? I'm going to go... Me and Claire are going to Primus tonight and GNR tomorrow. And at some point, either at Primus or at GNR, I am going to tell her about the dog story. It's the only story she doesn't know.
You're picking those locations to break the news?
Because it's a special moment.
That's the only story she doesn't know.
She knows about Jelly. She knows
you fucked Jelly. She don't care.
She knows about the Jelly. She knew that before.
She know you got a lap dance last week.
She don't know that. No.
Did she know? Did she know about the porn that you hide in your apartment on the hamper?
All right.
So why do you act like there's only one thing?
It seemed like that was the worst thing, but okay, you're probably right. There are a couple other things.
You know what? Don't you tell her. Let me tell her.
About the porn?
About everything. Let me just break it to her.
I mean, are you going to be delicate, or how is this going to work?
Yeah. It'll be like I'm strangling a baby chick.
I mean, I would appreciate that if you did it in a sensitive manner. You know, that would be very helpful to me. But I don't know. I feel like while watching November Raid, I could break it to her.
It'll feel like November Rain to her.
You'll have time.
Like she's in a glass coffin.
I think it would be a nice setting.
Well, have time. You'll have time during the set change. It doesn't go on until midnight. You'll have a 2.5 hour wait.
MSG, he shows up at 10:30, and that's not the point. The point is she's going to know about this stuff by Monday. So bring on your Inno, because she's going to get a free Inno for no reason whatsoever.
All right, what time is the show? 10:30 tomorrow night?
It usually comes on at 10:30.
I bet he's going to be at P.J. Clark's for dinner tomorrow night.
Well, we were planning to possibly go to P.J. Clark's.
Are you going there with Stugatz?
That was the Blue Room, which starts at 6:30.
Oh, okay.
And then maybe over to
Fez, are you going to the Blue Room for partying after?
I'm going to see how I feel like after the drinking show.
Yeah.
To see if I can continue on to the Blue Room. But that would be a blast. I would like to be able to. But I have no idea how this is going to affect me tomorrow.
Well, I'll personally escort you over to the Blue Room. We'll have a lot of fun.
And then leave me there?
No, we're going to make sure. You know, if Claire can't come to the GNR party, maybe Fez, me and you can see little Axel tomorrow? Because she might be tired after seeing Primus tonight. She told me that.
No, I don't want to go to GNR with you.
Why not? You've never seen him before, right?
No, I've never seen him.
Perfect. Perfect way to spend the 1-year heart attack thing. Out of the show.
Yeah, the show at the Garden's always cool.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be
a garden party.
I'll tell you what, I'll wait and watch for her to come running out of there screaming, my boyfriend fucked a dog, and and when she does, after hearing the news, maybe I'll go in.
Objection, you got a blowjob from a dog.
That's right, just a little bit of oral, that's all.
Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, Dave wants to confess to Claire what he did. He should ask Guns N' Roses to do a cover of Hair of the Dog. See ya!
Not bad at all.
Not going to do that. Axel don't take requests, baby.
Should. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing, Ronnie?
Hey, buddy.
I was wondering, I'm working security tonight at the Primus show. Do I get any kind of special prize if I tell Claire about the dog?
Yeah, blurt it out at her as you're ripping a ticket. Oh, by the way, we've got to check your boyfriend for a dog in his pants.
I wish no one. That seems very inappropriate behavior for a security guard, man.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Fez, you should go see GNR. You'll be knocking on heaven's door anyway tomorrow.
Ouch.
That one hurts. That hurts right in the stent.
Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going, buddies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Primer show, too. Should I look at that red-headed howdy douchebag?
Sure.
And tell his girlfriend that he's a real dog fucker?
Look for the guy that looks like he's got a lighter, but that'll actually be Dave.
I mean, very hurtful. It's going to be in the dark, so I don't think you'll be able to see me that way.
Danny, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man.
Look, I love GNR, and I hate that I love GNR because Dave likes them. It's making me goddamn sick here.
And why is that?
Okay.
I mean...
Well, because you're a fucking idiot, pal. I mean, I'm a goddamn redneck, and you make me fucking feel smart.
Wow.
Idiot.
Wow, that's hurtful.
Potato, Mr. B. You know, I don't know. But, you know, you call it...
Redneck, redhead.
Exactly.
Same thing.
Perfect.
In a new movie about Motley Crue, Christopher Walken is going to play Ozzy Osbourne in a cameo, and Val Kilmer's lined up to play David Lee Roth. What do we think of those choices?
It's not even going to happen.
It sounds like a Saturday Night Live sketch. If you see Christopher Walken dressed up as Ozzy Osbourne, you're going to think it's something from SNL.
Who would want to see a movie about Motley Crue? In all honesty, is there a movie there?
I can't imagine me going to see it.
The only person who announced this so far was Vince. It's not announced anywhere else. Variety's not talking about it. There's no movie.
I'm still wondering when they're going to make a biopic of the Stones. I mean, you've seen a couple Beatles movies.
I saw the Brian Jones one. Thanks for listening to our show.
And it can't be as good as the book The Dirt, which I think was the best rock book ever written, because it was just so loaded with details, and they're just going to clean this up and PC this movie to death.
Is it going to be based on it?
Yeah, it's based on The Dirt, but unless they really go full out as far as what the story's
the only way that I would go see this if they got somebody besides Motley Crue to do the soundtrack.
It seems like if you're going to do a biopic like that, you've really got the subject has to have become pretty much legend, like a Johnny Cash or a Janis Joplin or something like that. I don't know if Motley Crue has that kind of legend status to be able to...
To the hair kids, they are. The hair kids love them.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough sell considering what's the average age of the mass moviegoer now. It's probably between 16 and 17.
All right, that is a good point. Chris, you're on Fez.
Hey, you buddies.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I would highly recommend you read the autobiography by Motley Crue, The Dirt. It's they may not have achieved legendary status, but that is really one of the best rock stories ever.
Pick it up for me, or I'll give them a call. Tell them the good news. Tell them I'm going to be the last person to read the book.
Will do.
And it's just filthy stories, just one disgusting story.
Yeah, I mean, it's just loaded with just these vile stories, tour stories, them banging each other's girlfriends, tons of drug abuse. They interviewed dealers that they had dealers riding behind them in the tour bus and everything. It's just this 20 years of complete anarchy.
Mickey Rourke is refusing to discuss why he left the Quentin Tarantino film Grindhouse. Mickey says he's going to wait to comment until he hears what Quentin has to say about it. So Rourke was supposed to play stuntman Mike in it and was replaced by Kurt Russell.
Not exactly the best way to do this fucking comeback that you had planned, Mickey. Kurt Russell is hysterical, though, because I know that Quentin loves Escape from New York, and who doesn't?
I love the Escape from New York movies.
There you go. See, even Fez does.
Kurt Russell, great pick for this. I mean, if it's supposed to be one of those 70s genre horror things, this is perfect for Kurt Russell.
Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I heard Mikey D is waiting for the internet pre-sale for those Motley Crue tickets.
We got to get Mikey D to this fucking show. He's still not talking with me.
I mean, I don't know why he's mad at you. If anybody should be mad at me.
He's probably mad at me for knowing you, Dave, and Fez.
I just got upset with Mikey D's behavior, the way he was treating Earl when Earl didn't come through on his Poison tickets. And I don't see where that's any reason to go totally incommunicado.
And you were the only guy that agreed with him.
I know I did, but I fucked up somehow, I guess.
You only got to defend them.
What's with the new painting in there? Somebody give it WNEW?
That painting is from Bruce, oddly enough.
Really?
Yeah, Bruce, our office manager.
It's a hauntingly odd, fucking circa 1966 bordello painting.
I think it's done like with needlepoint too.
I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping this week, and just with my thinking about heart attack week and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I finally found the cure. Last night the Oprah rerun came on, and I just had that on and went out like before I even knew what the topic of the show was. I was wondering if there was like anything that you can just put that people know to put on TV that just knocks you out.
They say it's the worst thing for you to go to sleep with the TV on.
Yeah, but
I try never to sleep with the TV on.
The dead silence was getting me.
What's wrong with sleeping with the TV on? I never
because
really
it gets into your subconscious while you're dreaming. So they're fucking shooting, murdering, and all, and you're hearing all this stuff even though you're unconscious.
Oh.
So it's not going to be a restful sleep. You need quiet. You need dark. Nice Xanax sleep is what you need.
So you have like QVC on or something? You'll have prices going around in your head?
I mean, you never get the relaxation. The whole thing is about to give your brain this opportunity to kind of recharge itself. Now you're kind of making it work because there's audio stuff going on in the background.
That's why the CNN Anderson Cooper never worked for me.
What about radio? Can you sleep to that? Because I have to sleep to radio, otherwise
Let me see,
I'll
it's
never.
radio auditory. So I would say it's probably not the best idea to sleep to a radio.
But I cannot fall asleep unless I have the radio going. I can't do it. I will sit in bed
What if
for
I
hours.
hit you in the face with a shovel every night at fucking 11 o'clock?
That would probably work.
Yeah. Hey, Bobo, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hiya, buddies. Hey, Fez, a real cool thing. Dig up some DVDs or videotapes of Bob Ross, the guy who used to teach
The Stone
painting
Painter.
on
Making
MTV.
happy little trees.
He is the tranquilizer.
They still run him on PBS. He's been dead for like 20 years. He's
dead?
Yeah, he's been dead.
Oh.
Then you see how 70s he looks?
I thought that was his look, though.
No, man.
That's his gimmick.
He's immortal for being a hack.
Yeah.
I may get Bruce, the office manager, to just come over and paint nudes while I try to go to sleep.
Bruce painted that?
I believe like a friend of his wife's did it, and it was an old woman who did it too.
What if that's Bruce's wife?
It's not a painting. It's like needlepoint.
Really?
You don't paint with thread.
Not anymore. Hey, that'd be a great name for a book. You don't paint with thread.
The Bruce story.
All right, thanks, Bobo.
Okay, love you guys.
Peace. Rick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey guys, how you doing this afternoon?
Good.
Good. Last night, I'm a truck driver. Last night, I'm in bed. I couldn't fall asleep, so what I do, I turn on my radio and I listen to you guys, the replay last night, and I fell asleep to you guys.
Well, let me tell you, you do it to this show tonight, you'll wake up fucking screaming.
Well, that's why I feel all fucked up today, and today's my birthday on top of all that.
Oh, happy birthday, Big Doug.
Happy birthday,
Hey.
Rick.
Hey, thanks, guys. Hey,
Peace
you
out.
know what? Love listening to your show. You guys are awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. I wouldn't go by today. I honestly wouldn't go by today. Today, because of today's show, it's why I refuse to work with a noose in the room. If there was a fucking noose hanging from the ceiling, I'd fucking have my head through it right now. And I'd jump out and hang myself over 57th Street.
That's why we don't have guns either.
Oh, there's guns here. Don't worry about that, brother.
That makes me nervous.
I'm never more than 3 feet away from a gun. Wherever I go, I always have them planted. Fez, do not back up your chair.
See? I always get nervous that I'm going to sit down too hard or something. Something's going to go off in my ass.
Yeah, that'll happen when I have nothing to do with a gun. You got some ass baby fucking brewing in there right now. Some mutant fucking moving back and forth. Zippy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell, great movie, Big Trouble in Little China. Love that flick.
Great.
Also big fan of Used Cars as well. What do you think of those two early Kurt Russell films?
Kurt Russell is Kurt Russell. No American hates him, but no American will say, you know who my favorite actor is? Kurt Russell. But that, you'll never hear anyone say, you know who I hate? Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell is a good solid C. Perfect. In the middle, taking care of things. Kurt Russell. Been acting since he was a little child. Computer wore tennis shoes? Who can we get? What kid actor? Can we get this kid? No. Can we get that kid? No. Let's just grab Kurt Russell then. He's a good solid C. Rob, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing I like better to fall asleep to than the Food Network. And it's not because I dislike it, it's boring, it's just very peaceful for some reason.
It is peaceful. I guess it has to do with food. A lot of people watch it late at night. My problem is I'll hop up and go get something to fucking eat. I can't be sitting there, I'll wake up my chick and go like this. We got any lobster? She's like, no. Seriously, nothing? Look at this dish. Look how Cat Cora plates this. It's amazing.
See, I've tried to fall asleep to Food Network, but I need something where I can close my eyes. Food Network, I always want to see what they're actually working on. Just listening to it isn't good enough.
Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Stinty.
Ouch.
I just want to say...
I'm going to just hang up on you now.
Thank you, Ron.
This is week for Fez. It's a week, and starting next week, no more tears. Today, no tears at all, huh?
Yeah, well, there's been a couple times where I've been close.
When?
Just early on in the show, I was close.
When I was choking at the beginning of the show and I needed you to open up, and then when you went like this, there's our music man, Earl.
that was probably one of them, yeah.
I had a fucking power bar. I was not ready for that song to end like that. I felt like it was going to go on for a while, and then bam, it stops. When else were you going to cry?
I don't know. There was some other time, probably like an hour into it, where I just kind of, it's where I don't stay in the moment is my problem, and I start thinking about what was going on a year ago. I think what happened was I got like a kind of a real quick pain in my chest, which is obviously nothing to do with my heart or my stent, and then it just automatically grabbed me there.
I'm sorry, you were saying something?
Yeah, I was telling you when I was close to tears today.
Oh. How about you? Are all close to tears today?
No, not during the show, but definitely this morning.
What were you going to cry about then?
No, I was just kind of, I don't know, I was just feeling quite emotional.
Really?
Yeah. Just kind of this sense of, I don't know, I just feel like, what a difference this month in the October and November has been as opposed to September, where I just completely...
You had a rough September.
I had a very rough September.
Then you butt-fucked October, and look at you rolling over November.
Yeah, and it's a lot has been with the streak.
Yeah.
The streak has just been kind of very reassuring for me.
Let me tell you something, my friend. You are Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Perfect. You have changed 100% only from being on a streak. It goes to show all you folks. When you're really having bad times, start gambling and get on a really big winning streak, and all your confidence will come back. You're 100% confident. You're confident about your music picks, your production work. Everything has changed because you can pick a winner.
Yeah, and I'm just like, and look how many people I've made happy during the whole process.
Ecstatic.
I mean, people are winning money. They're saying, hey, I'm putting the down payment on a house. You have been the happiest guy in the world the last 6 weeks.
And that makes you happy and you almost start to cry from it?
Yeah, it just made me very emotional. I mean,
Dave, did you almost cry today?
No, my nose was a little bit runny, but I just had a cold.
But
I'm good.
Well, here's what I want to do. I got Fez, you're on the verge of tears, right? You are. Want you to go together and rub your vaginas together and see if you can't have a vagina monologue.
That's not going to help.
And I don't have a vagina.
Oh, yeah, I meant to say that, too.
Hey, Casper, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Hey, where'd 30 Rock go last night?
For some reason, it's playing tonight at fucking 9:20. Who has the ability to watch a show at 9:20? I cannot stand television anymore.
They're trying to kill that show.
Oh, it's a great show.
Well, they moved it to Thursday nights, which is supposed to be a bump up. It's supposed to be a nice thing to do, a great thing to do. I don't know why my TiVo says that it comes on at 9:20, though.
I think they probably have like an extended Biggest Loser or something.
Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
This heart attack bit's going on longer than little Jimmy's birthday.
I can't argue that one. But at least it's funny.
the heart attack is going to go on the rest of my life. I don't get rid of having had a heart attack.
No, my friend, this was week for you.
Right?
This was the week of tears. Next week, we're going to start dock and pay. Every time that you aren't paying attention to the show or you start crying. It's going to cost you a C-note.
All right, that seems a little stiff.
Does it really? Because to me it doesn't. To me it seems overly fair. Here's Bull. Bull, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
You still up on Studio 60? Still following it?
Yeah, I'm going to watch the last couple episodes and then it'll be canceled.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I think it's flowing great.
I'm a fan of the show, but it's as good as gone. It's as good as gone.
I saw a thing today where they're talking about maybe it's not going so fast and then get 9 more episodes out of it.
I'd be happy with that, because I don't see how the show can go on for years anyway. But it is something to watch on TV where people don't get voted off. And I'm a big fan of now watching TV where there's no vote-offs.
I didn't care for last Monday's Studio 60 so much. The one with John Goodman. It seemed like it was all built around, we have this John Goodman character we can use. Let's build a show around that. And they're already, leaving the show. They're in a small jail in Nevada.
Rob, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddies? DIC 202.
All right, brother, what can we do for you?
All right, I know why Steady Rock's in such a weird time tonight. They're supersizing everything until Scrubs comes back on the air in January.
Thank you. We're going to stay supersized. Supersized TV.
I think the smarter thing would have been, let's say if you put it on 920, have it run commercial free so you can get 40 straight minutes of it. You kind of lock into it like a cable show.
I was a little disappointed with Lost last night. We didn't find out anything. I thought for sure we were going to, Dave, don't listen.
I know.
But now it goes away till February, and then it's back for 16 straight episodes. 16 straight, but you got to wait till February. When it starts. Stand by, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
I was actually on hold and you guys started talking about it. I wanted to know what you think about them kind of pulling the Sopranos and splitting the season up with a 3-month kind of break.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I like it better than 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 1 week on, 1 week off. That was just too fucking much of a hassle last year.
Yeah,
I'd rather say, here we are.
Kind of cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Not a bad cliffhanger going on.
Yeah, I guess so.
Power shifting.
I wasn't overly...
Power shifting.
Yeah. I wasn't overly impressed. They've been killing off so many regulars lately, though.
It was very disappointing last night, though, because they set you up with their promos like it was going to be the biggest episode. And you knew Jack and Sawyer and Kate were going to hook up because they showed that in the promo, so there wasn't really anything new in the show.
But who expects to see a menage on a fucking regular TV show? And then when the fucking when Kate gets up and goes away and the two guys are fucking holding each other, I'm like... That's too far. You don't watch this show at all, Earl?
No.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's fucking bizarre. I mean, it's one thing for two guys to be pounding a girl. The girl gets up, she goes like this, I'm going to go and powder my nose, whatever. And the two guys are still fucking holding on. Like, what is with this show?
So Lost went completely homoerotic?
Well, it's always been pretty homoerotic from the beginning.
With Locke and Echo and stuff.
Jack and Sawyer hook up. They hook up on the show?
Yeah. Where are you in watching Lost? Because I know you started late.
Right now, I just this black man saved his little black child from a polar bear.
So you haven't even learned the names yet.
No. I know almost everyone's name.
My favorite actor in that show was Black Child.
What kind of black man saves black child from a polar bear? What kind of
fucking island? Yeah.
The old man.
Tropical island.
The old.
But you're what? You're in 2004.
Yeah. The old man and the young kid who looks like young Rob Lowe just found a hatch.
Yeah.
And what I'm wondering is what is this?
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Don't get too attached to those two.
Don't get to... Oh, no, Mr. B.
I ain't saying.
Mr. B.
Yeah. Just do this. I don't need another Misty fucking Warrior in here. I got the Misty Warriors crying all over the show. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Dave, Echo Dies. Hey, listen, guys, did you see that goofy...
First of all, he doesn't even know who Echo is yet. He doesn't even know there's a back part of the plane.
You just ruined it for a year. Hey, listen, that cheesy fucking thing with Ty Diggs where he's in Groundhog Day, where they're going to play a clip every week to make people watch for Lost. They're going to put a little Lost clip in every week.
I'm not going to watch, because I don't like to watch previews anyway. And last night was it was early this week, but I had my TiVo set. It's the first time I'm going with Heroes. I don't know. You're being a little babyish. I think they're really aiming at kids now. Craig, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I just want to make you happy. Studio 60 was picked up for a full season today.
Thank you. And what about The Hideout? Did they get a full season too?
Doubt it.
Oh, jeez. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ.
Did anyone see Larry King where Bill Maher was on? And he actually outed the head of the Republican Party, Ken Melman. He was talking with Larry King, Bill Maher was, and saying how there's high-ranking officials in the gay officials in the Republican Party. And Larry kind of pressed him on it, and he threw out the name Ken Melman, who has been doing all the talk shows for the past year. He's Howard Dean's counterpart with the Republicans.
Yeah, I would have watched that Larry King, except for I have a remote that can stop that from ever happening.
I found it was odd that all of a sudden Ken Melman's name gets thrown out of nowhere. Although it does, I guess, make sense because he was quitting after these elections anyway. He had already said he was stepping down.
So he might as well start smoking cock?
You would think that's...
Were you all right, Earl? You started to go on us?
No, the chair just dropped down 2 feet on me.
I saw you falling away. Hey, Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up? 30 Rock's on tonight, huh?
Yeah.
It's not listed in the paper as being on tonight.
Well, I had it on my TiVo, so that's all I'm going by.
I'd go home and punch that box right in the nose. Oh,
I'm going to tell you right now, I would believe the last to the second computer before I would a TV guide like this was 1978. Paranoid. Buddy Paranoid.
What's up, Ron and Fez? Razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle, my friend.
The original.
Yeah. Hey, we going to get bored reflections tomorrow?
Board reflections. It's board gossip, Mr.
Oh, okay.
I usually like to take a few days to gather.
I want some tomorrow for Friday.
Okay.
Because I don't know. That might be the end of the bit.
Oh.
I just thought it was so great the first day.
Yeah, I know.
And today, just like you had nothing.
It was great.
No, it wasn't great. Perry, what do you got for us, buddy?
Hey, it's got a lot of heat. Fez, good luck tomorrow. I just want to let you know we're all with you in spirit. We're all going to get together tomorrow.
I heard this, Earl, that XM wants an EMT in here tomorrow.
Yeah, they...
What?
They gave me the number of an EMT just in case something goes wrong. They just want to have a professional on standby just in case, which I'm not saying it will, something goes wrong.
So hey, I remember the last time Fez drank on the air back, well, not the last time, but one of the times the Irish car bombs back in D.C. He was a mess, so hopefully he'll do an extra one tomorrow in memory of the Hideout, you know?
Yeah, no Irish car bombs. I haven't had an Irish car bomb since that show.
Since you were laying in the gutter crying?
Just...
What? Don't leave me, Ronnie. Don't leave me, man.
Well, good luck, guys. And if anybody has any questions about the Hideout, I just did an interview with Hefe 30 minutes after he got the axe. It's on the CosmicCircus.com.
Oh, how did he sound?
You know, he was in really good spirits, actually. He's optimistic, and they were headed out to get drunk with the listeners, you know, but great guy, and I was surprised he was in such good spirits. So tune in and check it out. He's got a lot of cool things to say about you guys as well.
Everybody who works in radio is ready to be fired at any second. It doesn't matter. The beauty of it is, since there's so little talent out there, you can go to Chicago. All right, thanks, my friend.
Thanks, buddy.
Peace. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. BAC 4589 checking in.
Hooah!
Nice. Yeah, I got to agree with you. That 30 Rock deal, it's supposed to be on, but it's not. They have Deal or No Deal going on tonight.
I just cannot stand TV.
I love the fucking anyway.
The ridiculous fucking game shows that play every night of the week are just terrible.
Whatever happened to letting the show find its audience? Are those days gone now?
That went out with Bewitched. That was the last show that they said we'll let people catch on.
No, like was it Seinfeld bounced around a little bit, but they really believed in the show.
I think Seinfeld was at the bottom of the ratings, they said, for the first 3 years. It took to their fourth year, or just as the show started to fall off. And then Middle America said, I like it. Just as everybody who loved the show are going, hey, these things, it seems like it's getting a little dumber.
Yeah, because I remember it seemed like it was on every other night of the week. It was like, oh, moving to Mondays, moving to Tuesdays, moving to Friday, and then they settled in on Thursday.
You know, that's 7 o'clock and 7:30 Seinfeld. I'll find myself watching that shit more than I should. Just going like this. That Kramer, look at him. He's got himself into another jam.
Now we got a new ABC game show hosted by William Shatner where he's dressed kind of like a matador or something.
He's shat-tastic.
I had never even heard of this one. I didn't even know this one was coming. So we're supposed to just fall in love with William Shatner as America's favorite game show host.
So this would be his second show? Because I know is he still doing Boston Legal? Is that show still on?
Yeah.
Like, does anybody have an original idea anymore?
Everybody's stupid, and every show comes from England.
You know what's a good show that I don't know? I've never heard you guys talk about it.
Let me guess. Is it going to be on the Ecuadorian channel?
No, man. It's on,
hey, oh, I know what you're talking about. Hola. That's my mango. All right, tell me.
Nah, it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I never watched it. I keep hearing about it all the time. People love it.
That's a great show, man. It's really funny.
I'm going to have to wait till Bill gets the first season, and I'll keep it.
The title's too hard to remember to go search for it.
No, it's on FX. I think.
But I hear a lot. My problem is FX. I never know where it is. Like, I can find HBO faster than I can find a station like that. I need a station that's up front. 2 to 10 is where I'm still locked into that.
So do you go by your, because my cable system has like all the movie channels like in the upper 200s.
Uh-huh.
But HBO is also on like channel 80, and I never know it's on channel, like anything after 50, I have no idea what's
right
on.
Now with mine, all I got to do is think of a show, my TV will fucking go. That's what a new TV I have. Works off my brain.
Fancy. When you're scrolling through channels looking for something to watch, do you start out at like your high numbers and work down, or do you start at like channel 1 and work your way up?
I go up because 1 is like 2 is CBS, right?
Yeah.
So the chances are you're going to catch the first 3 networks there. I go to 956 or something. I'm not going to go and start with fucking online music and work all the way down.
No, I start backwards. It's simpler that way because you usually catch a better movie backwards.
Well, if I decide, all right, I'm going to watch a movie, I'll go to 201 and work to 300. That's all my movie channels. But if I'm just looking for news or TV, and I very rarely scroll. Normally now, I'll line up my TiVo and that'll be the end of it. If I'm not going to just fucking grab something, I'd rather go to Madden if I have to at that point.
So you don't... Have you discovered things just kind of coming through the TiVo, or just...
Right now, I go to Pal Talk, I go to Buff Girl, but today I heard that that's not even her naked body.
She's pulling the old switcheroo.
How is she doing this, Dave? How is Buff Girl showing someone else's tits?
I don't know the facts. I just know the gossip. The board gossip, that is.
How many of the people in Pal Talk are naked? Is it close to 100%?
78 to about 84.
Eric, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, that show, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, stinks.
Ouch. Well, sorry.
It was on It was on Fox. It was on Fox the first 2-3 episodes, and for whatever reason,
they shit can that to FX?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's the Danny DeVito show. The jokes are just so bash you over the head. It's nothing witty, nothing make you think about.
All right, I'm not going to watch Johnny's blew up on you.
Oh, that's sad.
That blew up on you.
Survivor's on tonight, and this may be the worst season ever of Survivor.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch vote-off shows.
They actually did the thing last week with 2 challenges. Both challenges were not untying. They didn't even try to change it up between challenges.
Scott, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, Ron, a little while ago you were saying that Dave didn't have anything for his little board gossip thing today, and I got to disagree. I mean, he's got the voice. How can you go against that?
The voice was back today?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes the whole bit, even though...
I love any bit that's love/hate. As long, I don't mind a bit that annoys the listeners.
Thank you, Mr.
There
B.
should be some love there, though.
Then get ready for board gossip tomorrow, Friday. Lots in store.
Oh, you're doing the Friday gimmick. You stole that from Don and Mike.
No.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I was thinking more of Chris Russo, but the Mad Dog.
Oh, okay. I see. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
2975, my brothers.
Hoo-ah! Hoo-ah!
Ronnie, make sure you catch next week's episode of Heroes. It's about a man who finds a cell phone and turns it in.
You know what? That is a hero that would do such a thing. You find a cell phone, did I chuck it out the cab window? No. I returned it. I returned it to its rightful owner. What he doesn't know is that I pissed in the earpiece. So that every time he'll be going, why does this phone smell like piss? He'll be smelling the urine of a hero. That's right, Earl. Heroes can be white. Because this isn't a sports hero. It's a morality tale. And remember, every morality tale involves white people.
Only white people?
All white people. Except for Hitler. Hey, you ever notice this, like, with Hitler? You can never even think of him having, like, a big bowl of spaghetti. You know, there's certain, like, I can't ever picture Hitler going like this. Give me 5 more minutes. I'm so fucking tired. Just let me keep sleeping.
That's a good point, because I can never picture Hitler out of uniform.
No.
Like, you know how you would always see, like a president, like FDR or Truman, and they'd be, like, in a beach shirt or something, or, like, sitting around their summer home. You couldn't picture Hitler doing that.
Hitler is not the type. You only have a very short window of stuff you think about Hitler.
So you don't see him like in the smoking jacket having some Cavassier.
It's hard for me to imagine. I can't even imagine Hitler going like this, looking through the refrigerator going, is there anything else? I'm fucking starving. I've been trying to invade Poland all day, and I get back and we got nothing to eat.
I can't imagine Fidel out his uniform. I've never seen him on that.
But could you even imagine Fidel Castro first thing in the morning going, oh, no, I need more toast. Still fucking hungry. It's like you can't picture them doing regular things.
Yeah, I guess because anytime you've seen them, any footage or pictures, they've been all business. So it's just hard to imagine them.
Yeah, but there's other people that, you know, you don't even know. You can imagine people doing these things. For some reason, you can't with them.
You can't, like, see them getting pissed off, like, oh, man, I cut myself while taking a shave or something. Or even taking a shave, for that
Or
matter.
dropping a log. You don't fucking see Hitler going like this. Someone's in here. It's me, Hitler. Do not open that door.
Or coming out and saying, I wouldn't go in there for about 30 to 45 minutes.
I mean, even think about Hitler just playing with a fucking dog. Just throwing a stick back and forth. You can't do it. It's impossible.
It's hard to imagine Hitler's hair even being messed up from the way he wears it. With that really sharp part, I can't imagine him standing there in the mirror trying to get that thing perfect the way he likes it.
I don't know what it is about him. Lately, he's on my mind now. Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, you sounded like $1 million.
Thank you, my friend.
I was calling to see if you ever checked out Rescue Me.
Never have. I do not watch FX. It's too out of a place. I don't watch any of the public access channels.
Rescue Me is a great, great show with Dennis Leary, and takes place in New York. He's a New York City fireman post 9/11. It's a great show, but again, it's on FX.
Get Bill to get me the first season, and I'll watch it. See if Bill can get me everything from FX, one CD thing after another, and I'll watch them all. Sammy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ron, there's actually footage of Hitler playing with a white German Shepherd, solid white German Shepherd, out on some kind of deck or something. You can see mountains in the background, but there's old footage of it. I can't remember where I saw it, probably on the Hitler History Channel.
Do me the Hitler History Channel. I don't even get that on my cable. Have it put on YouTube, and we'll just see some of the fun stuff that Hitler did in his spare time. But it is really hard to imagine Hitler doing stuff.
Not even like kicking back and just having a beer or something with the guys. Just
taking a Hitler day. Taking a day for himself where he's just going to go like this. You know what? I don't care. I'm not answering the phone. I'm not even going to think about Jews today. It's just going to be Hitler's day off. We'll go see the Cubs. We'll go see art. We'll go eat pancreas. Have a day for ourselves. A day of fun.
I can't really picture Hitler ice skating. Ever. Just
even though he was German?
Yeah, and even though he was German.
Hitler played hockey.
No.
Yes. He was a center.
He was an artist.
Yeah.
I don't think hockey.
Yeah, he played hockey on his high school team. Did very well. Lettered.
Could you imagine him like reading to a kid with a kid on his lap or some shit?
Jewish kid?
Probably.
No, that I can't.
That wouldn't happen.
Reading a book called Guess What's Going to Happen to You. That's awful. I just shuddered thinking about that.
Hitler seems like he was just always making speeches. So even if you try to picture him, like in the supermarket or something, you would think he would still be addressing everyone in the produce aisle.
Well, I'd be rolling my eyes. Please. Just because you know you've got the Third Reich, don't mean you know everything there is to know about kumquats. Enough of it.
And he never had, like, the quiet fireside chat like his contemporaries did. Or is this the nice quiet...
Hey, everyone, it's me, Hitler. Yeah, because you can't... You know, a public speaker nowadays is not about speaking to a lot of people. It's about a one-on-one with the camera. And those days, Churchill, Hitler, you had to be able to hold 100,000 people. People would show up for a speech. Now the president goes on and shows up somewhere. There's like 300-400 people. They're basically a TV audience. John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, that film, that's a video of him at his Wolf's Lair with Eva Braun and a couple other secretaries there, and all of his little cronies that were with him. And if you, they slow it down in the back, there's Anthony when he's like 6 years old sitting on Harpo Grouch's. It sucked.
Yeah, you're really bad. You really could not put it together. But thank you. Thank you for a few moments thinking of yourself as an entertaining fellow. It was a lot of fun. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ.
Genesis is going to reunite for a European and U.S. tour next year, but it's the Genesis without Peter Gabriel.
And without Ron Bennington, because I will not be going to that show.
This is a show I might check out.
I think all of the 8th grade girls from the 80s are going to be there. Miguel, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, Hitler was too busy shooting up amphetamine to do anything fun like hang out with the fellas or even take a dump.
Yeah, maybe. He was big into the amphetamines, huh? Don't make you a bad person. Let's not judge. If anything, only judge Hitler by his war crimes, not by the stuff he did with his personal life.
He seems like someone that just slept in the office. That he never went home, never changed the clothes.
You're thinking of Dick Vermeil.
Oh, that's who. And that's if he even slept, this Hitler.
Josh, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yo, buddy.
Yeah.
There's a pretty good book out there. It's actually really long, but it's about Hitler at nighttime, what he used to do, and it took his time to, like, recorded conversations from, like, 1941 until his death. But at nighttime, he used to have dinner with all these people every night. He all hopped up on drugs, and he would sit there and talk for hours on end and give these, like, stupid speeches about birds and all other kinds of dumb stuff.
And everybody just has to keep nodding. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know Hitler. Interesting point you came up with. Another good one. Because if you're not fucking in total agreement, suddenly you find yourself on a bad list.
You think you ever worked blue at those dinner parties just started?
I know. You know he did.
Tell us about the pigeons again, Hitler.
Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, I was just thinking about, you know when you first wake up in the morning and you kind of roll over on your side and snuggle in the sheets a little bit? I just can't picture, Hitler doing that in the morning.
Mark, I can't picture any male doing that. You're the only snuggler I've ever heard of.
Oh, you know you do it. You know you do it.
I can guarantee you I don't wake up in the morning and start snuggling. I wake up with a gun in each hand going like this. Shh, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Greg, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Yeah.
Hey, can you picture Hitler on Letterman?
trying to picture that.
Yeah, I cannot picture that, because nowadays you would have to be able to
But a
do
top
Letterman.
10.
Clinton did Letterman, George Bush did Letterman. You got to be able to pull that gimmick off. You got to be ready to hop up on that bar stool on Regis in the morning. Hitler would not have fit in this world. It's not a place for him. This is a world that he never made.
I can't picture him getting interviewed live and just crying like everybody does now.
Yeah.
When they fuck up, they'll start crying. I can't see him doing that either.
This is weak.
I'm sorry, but
that was a shot at me, wasn't it, Johnny?
No.
Bronx Johnny.
We're almost at the end of the show. You want to squirt a couple out for us? Because this is probably your last day.
I think I'm probably okay for the end of this show.
Even though that someday you'll die alone?
Well, yeah, that's true.
Does this song mean anything to you?
Not heart attack wise, but now all of a sudden it's making me. The song's reminding me of the 1 year anniversary of the heart attack.
Right. Because love, what do we think about for love?
Love and your loved ones.
Your heart, right?
Yeah.
And you had a what?
Heart attack.
Which is like having a love attack.
Yeah.
Broken heart, broken love.
Yeah.
Heart attack.
My love flow got cut off.
Oh. Does that come?
No, it's love.
Flow, though.
Love.
That's what grossed me out. This will probably be your last day to cry, Fezzy, because tomorrow you're going to be drinking.
Yeah. I mean, and hopefully the drinking won't lead to crying.
If it does, let it go. Let your love flow. We already came up with it. That's not come, right?
Yeah, So I could tomorrow let my love flow. I could absolutely. If it's tears.
What is it you call cum? Uncle juice? He's going to get a big mouthful of uncle juice.
I call it cum or spunk.
Who's tired and thirsty? Where's baby Fezzy?
That was one bad uncle.
Or good.
No, bad.
You owe your career to him.
No debate.
If not, you'd be doing sports.
With Harry, Mark, and John.
That's the end of my show.
Wednesday to Thursday with Harry, Mark, and John. Satellites gone up to the skies. Things like that drive me out of my mind. I watched it for a little while. I love to watch things on TV. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of satellite of love. Satellite of love. Satellite of love.
Ron Bennington, Fez Wadley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.